Ahoy!
Hey, crypto pirates! Welcome to your Discord syndicate, Captain RG3, DC Crypto.
What is up, man?
What the hell is going on, my man?
Crypto surviving.
Dude, you barely made it. You barely made it, motherfucker.
Bro.
You barely made it.
I got logged off. I couldn't log in. I had to go to pleb. I got to enter through a pleb link.
Everybody else has the link. Oh, shit. Hold on a second here. Right on. Well, welcome to your Discord syndicate, Hexicans. And what is up? Matty Allen, thanks for the diamond. Everybody get over there and check Matty Allen out on his YouTube. What's the name of his show?
Hex therapy.
No, it's not hex therapy, is it?
Hex therapy. It's a sexy ass name.
Is it? It's not what it is, though, right? It's not hex.
I think that's what it is. Yeah, he's a psychologist.
Yeah, of course he is. That's why he doesn't come on here very often.
Right. No, we scared him off a little bit.
Hex therapy live.
Live. Yeah.
Hex therapy live. Right on. Cool. Hey, thanks for the dime. Oh, Joe, there's Joe Hexotic right there. Shadowy Brilliance, thanks for the ice cream. Bro, 14. What's that? What's 14? Johnny No Good, just donated a diamond. Bro, 14. What's 14? What's up? Oh, by the way, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Hex. Happy birthday to you, you dirty, rotten, scammy crypto, you. That's awesome, man. It's Hex's birthday today, right?
Right, yeah. A contract officially launched today on the 3rd.
Yeah.
1 year ago.
Thank you, Hector the Protector, for the diamond. Joe Hexotic. Yep. Happy birthday to Hex, everybody. Happy damn birthday. And we are 1 year old. Hexo's been broadcasting for 1 year. We've been on for just a little shy of that. And to many more birthdays. To many more birthdays.
Grandpa, like in the future, it's like, Grandpa, were dinosaurs walking the earth when Hex was invented? No, you asshole. Back in my day, the share rate was 1. 1, I say.
1 year ago, FOMO'd the fuck in. That's what Colin Hexander said.
Beautiful.
Yep. Yeah, it was 1 year ago where the day one FOMO homos came in. It was all the day one FOMO homos today, 1 year ago today. And then
you're lagging out a little bit.
Really? I don't know. I don't think it's me.
Oh, is it me?
Yeah, I don't think it doesn't look. I haven't seen any lag going on. Maybe. I don't know. I don't see anything. But I could be wrong. Guys, thanks for all the ice cream. Seth, Internet Lurker, thank you. You know what? There may be a little lag going on here because I'm not seeing the D Live running. The
right.
D Live.
Oh, it's RG. Yeah, they're saying it's you that's lagging out a little bit.
Ah, great.
The chat says I look good. Thank you.
Good in white, right? Okay. Yeah, well, let me see if I got something going on here in the background. I don't think so. You know, it might be the stupid. No, should be. I'm having hella internet problems. Like my Wi-Fi is just jacked. I got no Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi in the house. Kids are mad. Everybody's mad at me because the Wi-Fi don't work. But I just dumped a couple $100 on a stupid router.
Right.
RG14. RG fudding out. RG is lagging, but not DCC. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see what happens.
Articles.
It shouldn't be lagging. I don't know why. But that's all right. So we have a guest. And usually our guests are other hexagons,
Right.
OG hexagons. Again, no, I'm not using AOL dial-up, guys. But or we have the cutthroats in. But today we have somebody who just said, "Hey, I want to go on the show and ask you guys a bunch of questions about hex." And the other cool thing about this is that it's a woman. We actually have a woman that wants to come on Pirate Show, which, usually that doesn't happen. I mean, we've had some brave ones, Nerd Girl, then we have the ladies stream. We've had Annette on the show. Who else single have we had on the show that actually came on?
Serena.
Grandma came on. Serena came on.
Serena was the first, I think. All right, I think she
Serena.
was.
No, I think Nerd Girl was actually the first, but she wasn't the first true hexagon.
Right.
Nerd Girl wasn't the true hexagon.
Yeah, so, I haven't seen her in a while. She should come on sometime too. Like, I haven't seen her in
Girl.
Forever. No, Serena. I haven't seen her in a long time. Outside of that one stream, you kicked us all out.
the girl stream. Well, what's cool about this young lady is that her name is Crypty on the Twitters. So of course it's obviously not her real name. But she looks like she is a coin connoisseur. She's a connoisseur. And then it looks like she's part of a group of ladies, or she is maybe the head of a thing called a stream called the Block Babes.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Wait. Let me read this. My IT person is calling me right now.
Okay.
Let's see. He says, your audio's fine, but your video is hiccuping a bit. Do a router restart in the middle of my stream, bro. I can't do it. Once you get your guests on,
you looked at it. Just cleaned up right now.
Did it?
Yeah, looks good.
Maybe pass off the infinite DC. You can pop back in should you need backup anytime. Okay, that's my man right there. That's Crypto Kool-Aid. He's freaking. He's my IT specialist. He's always got my back.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
So anyway, back to our guest. So Crypty, and we're gonna let her talk about this Block Babes thing because I've been looking at that and she's either part of it or she's running the whole deal there. But it looks like she may be running the whole deal because it's
with an iron fist.
With an iron fist, and they got some real production over there versus the Pirate Show here. Looks like they got some real equipment, real production going on over there.
Swag.
And they look a lot better than us too. So I mean, come on, who wouldn't want to watch this? See, they've got 2,300 followers over there. I don't know what the YouTube's looks like. We'd have to check the YouTubes on them because I'm sure they got a YouTube channel.
Oh yeah.
But we'll let her talk about this. So without any more waste of time, we're going to bring up one of our first ladies who just decided that she wanted to come onto the show. And hopefully she's not here to like just bomb the show or something. Cause I don't know her. So she could be like a plant. She could like Tone Bays could have sent her over here and she could be here to fuck the whole thing up right now. So this could happen, man. This could be Peter McCormick's plant. She could be coming over here to like jack us or
Girlgate.
Like yeah. Maybe it's even on Tonopolis. Maybe he's planted her over here. But anyway, without further, this is our new friend Crypty. Hey Crypty, what's happening?
Ahoy, mateys!
Ahoy! Welcome aboard,
to the pirate ship. Yes.
Welcome aboard. Here you are.
What
All
a
right.
day! No, I'm serious about Hex. I'm a newly minted hexagon. I'm looking a lot more into it now, but I'm hoping I can learn from you guys and ask questions about Hex. So, not a plant. That is not me, but this will be long term. So, hopefully we can do some good.
Good. Well, we're looking forward to your questions because we are on D Live and we have a lot because of the way we trend on D Live, we end up on the front page often. They just opened up a new crypto category. Yeah. So with the crypto category, we get to trend number one a lot. And so a lot of times we end up on the wheel where we're like the first show, the number one show,
That's
period.
awesome. Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you. But what that does, it brings a lot of new people in. And so what we like to do is embrace that, teach them about hex. So having somebody new like yourself is good, because you can ask questions and don't feel dumb about anything. It's taken all of us a long time to learn what we have learned. So, have at it, and just realize that you're being corrupted right now. You're being turned into a Hexagon pirate too. So, sorry.
Oh man. Well, hopefully I don't ask any redundant questions that you guys have already
They
covered
all are.
a million times.
We've answered them all 100 times. So don't feel like it's a redundant question, because they've all been asked 100 times, and we've dissected every question a million different ways, and we've fucked them up and told the wrong answers a whole bunch of times, and till we figured out the right one. So believe me, it's been asked before, and you're not doing anything. You're not being redundant.
Cool. Oh, and happy birthday, Hexagons. Big day. Good job, guys.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
So one of the things I was curious about is, does Hex have a limited supply?
Oh, a cap supply, you mean?
Yeah, a cap supply.
No.
It doesn't have a cap supply, but the main supply is done. It's still being minted, but at a very low inflation rate.
Right. 3.69%.
3.69%.
Yeah, I remember that. Do the shares have a limited supply, a capped supply?
Yes.
They do. I think it caps out the maximum amount. That means that everybody staked out and went like 555. I think it's like 40,000 trillion shares or so.
It's more than that. It's more
a little
than
more than that, right?
I was looking at the number before the show. There were 6 commas. I had to look that up. I was curious. I don't know what comes after trillion, so I was like, okay, million, billion, trillion, and then quadrillion, and quintillion. So it's in the quintillions, I think. But I wasn't sure if that was right.
But see, shares are burning. Shares are burning and disappearing. At some point, the shares will be gone. At some point.
So, if I'm understanding it right, after each stake ends, then the shares burn.
Yes. The shares burn when you mint your coins, not when the stake ends. The stake ends, and you have to provide a function, and that function is either the good accounting function or the end stake function, or you just let them sit there and they bleed out. Your shares bleed out and your coins bleed. It just the account bleeds out. So those 3 things, one of those 3 things will happen. Once you end that stake, yes, the shares are burnt and you mint the coins. So those shares are gone and the coins are now yours and you take possession. If you good account, the shares are burnt, but the coins, the shares are frozen. But they're not burnt at that point. You didn't mint the coins yet, so they're in a state of limbo at that point.
What does it mean to bleed out?
Well, I think it's after 2 weeks of not doing anything with your stake. If you didn't either end stake it or good account it, then
so it's
it starts
a penalty.
It starts dripping out. You start losing every day. You start losing. Oh man, I've got to say thank you to Ski Cat. Thank you for the Ninjet. We have to do that because he just gave us a Ninjet, which is Ski Cat comes in here and supports the show and lays down big lemons on us. So just to let you know, 1 lemon is, people pay for these lemons. There's a dollar amount associated with the lemons.
That's
lemons,
awesome.
Ice creams, diamonds, Ninja Guineas is 1,000 lemons. And then a Ninja is actually 10,000 lemons.
10,000.
So our buddy Ski Cat just dropped 10,000 lemons on us. So thank you, Ski Cat.
Nice.
Appreciate you. You're awesome.
Good job, Ski Cat.
Supporting us. and he's been supporting us for a long time too. Did you see the giveaway?
No.
You didn't see the giveaway, Crypty? So
No.
we gave away.
Well, I have a lot going on in my daily life.
Yeah. Take a number. So do we. So he gave away 5,555,000 hex on the show.
5 million?
5,555,000 hex. So
That's amazing.
we had 4 winners. One winner won 3,333,000 hex. That was Nate, our buddy Nate. And then we had somebody won 1 million, somebody won 500, another one won 555,000. So it was but the top prize was 3,333,000 hex.
That's awesome.
Pretty damn cool. And Ski Cat gave that to us. He donated that to the show to give away.
The Hexicans are doing so good. You guys, you're everywhere. Everywhere I go on crypto Twitter, I see Hex comments, and even in communities. I'm very involved in different crypto communities, and I hang out on Telegram and stuff. And you guys in private conversations, Hexicans come up and they're like, man, those Hex people, they're doing such good marketing. You guys, you're doing a lot of far reaching, and those communities are like, we need to do as good as marketing as them. It's impressive.
I can think of a community that said that before. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's the Hexagons. I mean, this is an organic community and stuff. I mean, this is actual just people got together to talk Hex and stuff and everything. It isn't like a lot of the projects where it's kind of robotic and stuff. I'm not going to say any XRP names or anything like that, but like there's a lot of these like bot armies and stuff, and then Hex doesn't have that. I mean, it's real people tweeting. It's real people showing their faces on streams. I mean, there's a Hex stream every day of the week, literally. Like that's how there's always something going on in Hex.
That's serious. Amazing. Props to you guys to have a stream every day. That's dedication,
Yeah. Well, Hexologist, he does it every day.
Yeah, Hexo does it. Yeah.
Hexologist from day one for the last year, he's been streaming every single day. He had COVID and he had a baby in the middle of it. And he streamed in the hallway of the hospital.
Oh my God.
His baby. Yeah. So he hasn't missed a single day. And in between that, we did 2 24-hour live streams. We live streamed
about those.
24 hours.
Yeah, those were rough, but they're fun. But they're rough though.
How many did you have on the 24-hour live stream? How many people?
Wow.
Well, we could have 10 at a time, but we did. We were rotating people, so we probably had maybe 40, 50 people on because we were rotating people in and constantly. There was somebody new coming in.
It probably was a little more than that, actually. Could have been a little bit more than that. Yeah, it was a lot of people though. That's for sure.
Nice. Yeah.
Liberty keeps saying, quit showing off and let her talk. Hey, ski cat.
Another ninja. Got
another ninja. It's a ski jet. It's a ski jet.
Ski jet. Yeah.
I love that you pull out your pistols.
These are my blunderbusses. Yeah. This is a 58 caliber Derringer, and this is a 44 caliber, whatever they call these.
Blunderbuss.
Yeah, they're real. They're actually real. They're cap and ball. So anyway, I'm going to let you guys talk for a minute. Everybody keeps telling me that my shit's jacked up. Thanks, Ski Cat. You're awesome. I'm going to go restart my router, and then I'll jump back in. But you guys go ahead and chat for a minute, and I'll be right back. All
right, cool. Okay, so now that we have the captain gone, are you going to take over?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'm going to start interviewing you now. So how did you? Yeah, the mutant. I'm captain now.
Yeah.
So how did you hear about Hex originally? Because I know we talked a little bit before, but you might did you hear it from how was the first way you actually heard Hex? Like, how did you hear about Hex?
I had someone give me Hex in December of 2019, a very small amount.
Okay.
And I had no idea what it was back then. I'm really just looking into it now and starting to learn about it now, which is, I probably should have looked into it more earlier. However, back in December, all I heard about it was that it's a scam, you know? And when I was like, I was thinking and asking people, I'm like, should I buy Hex? And I was told that if I hooked up my wallet to buy Hex, like MetaMask or something else, that they'd have my private keys and steal all my crypto. And that freaked me out so much that I was just kind of hands off for many months.
No,
But
it was pretty spooky because even back then, most people weren't even using MetaMask back in 2019. Really, I mean, only like kind of hardcore like guys using Ethereum were using MetaMask. Most people were just holding their either on a ledger or right on the exchange and stuff. So it's like, like getting into Hex early on, you learned how to like do a signature from Bitcoin wallet and stuff and everything. So being in Hex really teaches you how to, you know, put your keys in your pocket, you know what I mean? Like I know we both have some Celsius and stuff and everything, but you know, we still have our we still have stuff in, you know, in our pockets, obviously, in our private keys in our own wallets and stuff. And that's something like the Hex community really preaches, is like having control over your own funds, you know?
Definitely. With the Bitcoin wallet signature thing, is that for claiming Hex for your Bitcoin?
Yeah, and that's over already. So that
right,
that ended a while back and stuff. So even if you claimed it like a couple weeks ago or whatever, it would have been like so little. Like, it would have been like it was literally not even like, not to say not worth it, but I mean, it was just like you were just better off just going onto Uniswap and like getting a bunch of Hex and staking it. Yeah, I mean, so have you staked any Hex yet?
Yeah, I've staked the Hex. I've got the person that gave me a little bit of Hex. He helped me stake it. And then when I was asking you more about Hex recently, I've staked all the Hex I've got. So I got some recently. It was looking good right before Big Payday. I was like, I need to.
You got it in before Big Payday?
I got some Hex before Big Payday.
Nice. So you get the big tape. Oh, okay, that's cool.
It was a toss-up between that and Cell Token, so I got a little bit of both.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure which way you went with it, because you were asking me like, hey, where do I put this and this? I just told you, get some Hex and stuff, but I wasn't sure if you went all full Celsian on me.
Man, I like multiple cryptocurrencies. They're all good. They all have different purposes, and they're all gonna help adoption in different ways and help the world and the economy in different ways. So, man, who are these people in the chat calling me a plant? Man,
a plant? these are the community.
That's mutiny. Boot him from the chat.
Plant. Yeah, it's because in this so we have this big inside joke in the community with Tony Vase. You know Tone Vase, right?
Yeah.
So there's some guy, we don't know who it is. He logs on to like this stream, and it's a Tone Vase. And then he's like, so you know, like a vase, like a plant vase.
Yeah.
They put a little like fake hair on the vase, and then they start playing like da da, like all these dumb little noises and shit. And everyone just fucking loses their shit when it comes on, and then he just leaves.
Oh man, that sounds hilarious.
Yeah, you know, it's hella funny. So that's why Tone Vase is like a big little inside joke in the community, and that's why we say plant and all this other stuff.
Oh, gotcha. Wait, so dollar cost. How did you get into Hex? How did you hear about it?
Well, basically how like a lot of the OG hexagons did is like I just started hearing Richard back in like 2017. I'm not sure if it was the Tony Vase interview or it may have been like the when do you ever remember when China banned crypto back in 2017? There's like this thing where like they banned crypto or something. They kept banning and unbanning like crypto in China and stuff, and it would crash the price of Bitcoin or something. So it was like that was pretty much.
I got into crypto in mid 2018, so I missed a lot of that, all the juicy stuff.
Yeah, damn, you got in good prices then. Holy shit!
I know. Bitcoin was like 5,000, then 4, and then 3, and then back up to 5K and 6K. So I was fortunate.
Yeah, man, damn, 80, like because back then it was like $80 Ethereum or something, like $90 Ethereum.
I don't remember what Ethereum was, but I picked up a good price.
That's that's good and stuff. Because like you're obviously, I know you got Bitcoin and Ethereum and everything like that, but I see you kind of hanging around a lot with like the Digibyte people as well, and then the Celsians.
I love Digibyte. Cell is great too. Celsius is awesome. They're such a good CeFi option, good alternative to big banks, and their interest. Well, I can't compare their interest to Hex because it sounds like Hex has incredible interest.
It's paying a lot. It's paying a lot.
I do appreciate their 12% APY on stable coins and the 4.51% on Bitcoin. But how much does Hex have? What's the interest? Well, I know the interest is 3.69%.
Right. So it's a variable. So you know how when you can stake Ethereum, you know if less people stake in Ethereum, the more higher your interest rate will be. It's the same thing in Hex. So right now, the APY or the interest you get is about 40% a year.
Wow.
Yeah. So as more people stake, obviously it goes down a little bit, but since if you're staking early right now, you're getting those 40% days, and it starts really adding up and stuff. And I mean, it's crazy and stuff. So if you end up having a lot of stakes and you have like 10-year stakes and 5 years, I always recommend doing like a little every year, just so you always have some Hex coming out, and you don't have to trade it. You can just like have your Hex staked out and just fucking go do your life. And I know you're busy and everything, and then like, maybe put it on your birthday or something. Do a 555 and then do like a 14-year on your birthday, and then you always have like Hex coming out, and it's like a birthday present.
Captain, you've been revoked of your position. Dollar Cost is now the captain.
I don't think so.
You booted him. Oh man. So. Battle.
And if you suck like that one more time, you'll be walking the damn plank. You hear me?
What? No, you can't do that. Can't do that to me.
Now he's gonna stay down there.
Oh my god.
They've tried that before. They've tried the mutiny thing before. I'll just shut the whole stream down, and then everyone's like, "Oh shit."
Oh no, the ultimatum.
So RG's really, really famous for like inviting every important dude in Hex on a stream. Every single one, right? I'm talking about Hexo, me, Coffee, everybody, right? Kyle, one of the devs with Hex.
I haven't been able to get him on since.
He secretly said he's mad at you, but I'm not supposed to tell you that. And what he did, the sneaky ass pirate, is he invited every single girl that's in Hex that obviously they wanted to show up and stuff.
Yeah.
On a stream, and what he did is like he exit scammed us and kicked us all off the stream, and then put all the girls on the stream.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, you never seen the ladies of Hex stream, huh? Here's their so you saw our intro, right? Our intro video.
Yeah, that was great. Good.
So we made this one for them. Here, I'll play it for you. Hold on a second. That's when the gal stole it.
That was epic.
It was pretty cool. And we were like so
they were so pissed and butthurt that they all went and started their own pout stream.
Yeah.
They went and turned on another pout stream so they can go over there and pout.
Yeah,
were the ladies at the end the ladies that are Hexicans?
Yeah, all
those are all Hexicans.
That's great. It's good to
You can
see
join
ladies
them too.
getting in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep. That's why we're excited to have you on, because we haven't had too many people that are too many women that just decided that they were just going to come on this show.
I wonder
So-
if the Hex community actually has more women than other crypto communities.
We have a lot. We
Yeah.
have a lot.
Yeah.
And they're just as pirate as the rest of the guys here in Hex.
They can hold their own.
They hold their own.
Fuck yeah,
Twitter,
they do. Holy
sure.
shit.
Don't fuck with Dionette, man. She'll give you the horns, and Nerd Girl and Sammy.
Yeah.
they will jack you.
we should hook her up with a couple of the other girls and stuff to get her interviews, because I know you have like the block. What's your group called?
The Block Babes. I co-host a YouTube stream and Twitter stream called the Block Babes.
Okay, cool. So how did you end up starting that?
When I was starting to make content for cryptocurrency, usually mostly Bitcoin, but man, all the best communities are not in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was reaching out to ladies on Instagram that are in the crypto space. So Girl Gone Crypto Finally. I got a hold of all of them, Annalise, Crypto Gal, and a few others. And I was like, let's do a video together, a mashup, and have all of us featured in it. And they're all on board. So they're like, yeah. So we were setting it all up. It fell through and they left. They said they were too busy. However, I did make some friends from that, Crypto Gal and Annalise. And together we're all like, let's do a stream called the Block Babes and have people on, women on around the space and men. And we're going to educate the new people about technology, what's happening in crypto, the economy, and blockchain, all that good stuff. So that's what we're doing now, Mondays and Wednesdays.
Good for you, because those gals that you were talking to before, most of them they were too busy sitting on Tone Base's lap and twisting freaking Charlie Hoskinson's beard and shit. So they weren't worth your damn time anyway. So don't worry about it.
I am not worried. Everything worked out for good. Everything worked out as it was meant to be. And I'm glad that good stuff came from it. And yeah. So
the amazing Ski Cat, he dropped in on a Ninjagini, and he
say what?
He dropped another Ninjagini, and he has a gift for you, actually.
I lost the ability to get into D Live for some reason.
Whoa.
I don't know why.
Oh,
okay,
no.
I'll read the comment out. So he's like, Crypto Girl is a staker. I'm gonna give her 1 million hex. Please give me her ETH.
Whoa!
What?
Yeah.
For
I'll have it
real?
for you
Oh
by
my
Saturday.
gosh.
Yeah. For being a staker, you have been
That
rewarded.
would be amazing. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. But yes, thank you. And I'm very, very grateful. You guys are very generous. Thank you so much.
Heck yeah, man. For a staker. And then thank you, Ski Cat, for that. That's really cool.
Thank you, Ski Cat.
Ski Cat's the best.
Wow.
Is the coolest.
Man, I need to thank him. Can you tell me what his Twitter handle is?
See, that's just it. He's anonymous. Nobody knows. The only thing we know him as is Ski Cat and D Live.
Ski Cat.
There's only one person that has access to him, and he's probably going to run that hex through him. That's a hexologist.
Hexologist, yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much. It's very generous.
Ski Cat, you're freaking awesome, bro. You're awesome. Cool.
Man, I'm talking too much about me though. So RG3, how did you get into Hex?
Wow. So you're asking us questions. All right.
I don't want this to be about me. This is your show. So I'm just here to learn,
Well, a lot of people have heard the story, but maybe some haven't. But I started, I was building a gaming company that was surrounded around a game called Counter-Strike. And we were building a social media platform and a gaming platform where we can take control of people's servers and load the game on it, so there was no cheating. So we were basically working underneath this thing called Cal, and we were part of their community. And during all that, we didn't have the awesome tools that we have today. So we had this chat channel called IRC. IIRC is what it was called. And it was basically text to chat, and we all chatted on it. Well, that's where the crypto world and influencers came from. Satoshi and them used to communicate on that IRC channel and all that. And so I heard about cryptography, and they would shill cryptography to us to have us put in the gaming platform. So crypto was out before Bitcoin. So we saw that going on while we were building our gaming platform, and then eventually Bitcoin came out, and we thought, oh, it's PayPal and cryptography, blah blah blah, whatever, and didn't think much of it. And then somebody asked me to send them Bitcoin, a year or two later. So I got some Bitcoin. I did the whole KYC thing, and like, gosh, this is ridiculous, I thought, and got the Coinbase. And that's only when Bitcoin was the only thing on Coinbase or whatever at the time. And then, got some Bitcoin, sent it to the person that wanted it, and didn't think nothing of it after that. Well, later on.
How long ago was that?
That was 2013, 14, somewhere around there.
Oh, dang. Wow. You've been here.
No, I was in this. I heard about crypto and was working in the gaming industry back, in 2008, 7, 8, way back then.
That's
and
pretty quick topper for you.
It's not impressive because
I was a kid.
I mean, it's not impressive because the company failed, so it didn't work, and the crypto did, but we didn't. We thought we were doing better than crypto, obviously, or Bitcoin. But so anyway, I went in the account to get some more Bitcoin for somebody, and they wanted Bitcoin, so I got that stupid account, so I opened it up, and there was like $900, $1,000 or something. I was like, what the freaking hell? There was some change in there. Now there's $1,000 in there. Whoa. Hold the phone. There's something going on here. And that's when I started becoming a crypto nerd and trying to find out what was going on with this Bitcoin, what was going on with this Ethereum. And then I got real deep into it. And unfortunately, I had rather less than scrupulous friends in the crypto world. And, they all went to jail and for the things that they did. And, and I was involved in a bunch of the things that, at first, like, 2015, 16, there was a lot of these, networking deals and, stake your coins and mine and, mining farms and all that shit, and it was all a bunch of scams. And, so I got real discouraged with it, but then it pumped. So in 2017, we saw the big pump. So ICOs, everything was going crazy. Everybody was happy. And then the big dump. So at that point, I was like done with crypto. I had had enough. But there was one guy that I saw, on the YouTubes and everything. I said,
the YouTube.
That Richard Hart, just man.
Like the Twitters.
He gets it because Richard Hart said, fucking here's the top, man. And then he said, well, here comes the bottom. And it all happened. And he was very harsh about how he said it, but he said it in a very smart way. So he said, well, see you guys later. See you in 3 years. We're in for a 3-year bear market. Have fun. Holding on to your dead bags, but it's over, guys. And he walked off. And then I was like, oh shit. And then the next time I saw anything about him, he said, hey, I'm going to build a crypto. And I was about ready to just, dump everything I had and just, walk away and say that stupid thing was just a bunch of scam. But then Richard came out and said, hey, I'm building this crypto. So I'm like, well, what's that, guy that's freaking smart as hell going to do with a coin? I'm going to watch this. So I started watching it. And of course there was all the push outs and the last time he said, oh, it's going to be another 3 months or 4 months or next month or whatever. I finally said, well, I'll just chill. And then I had a bunch of things happen. And before I knew it, I woke up in January or February, and shit, Hex had launched. I was like, oh shit. So that's when I went all in, put a bunch of ETH in and
in January.
In January, yeah. And then DCA'd in all the way through February and March. And ever since, actually, I've been, going in and getting more Hex and pumping that bag. So
you
then
were following Richard long before he made Hex. And because coming back and talking about it, sounds like he has good price calls too. I haven't watched Richard as much, but I've seen your guys.
He's got his own channel on cool. Telegram. Does anybody know what his price call channel is?
Well, he has a straight channel, but it's mostly converted over to the Hex. And I think it's the the hex charts, I think, or no, I think it's called Price Calls channel, the Price Calls channel. I have to find. I know somebody in chat will link it right now.
Yeah, let's see.
Okay, I'll join that. I'll join.
Let's see. Oh, thanks, Hexboy Crypto, for the
Richard Calls.
the diamond. Richard's calls, right? Yeah. There's so many. Richard. I got Richard news. X. That stream too.
Oh, I found it.
Okay, cool.
Richard's called 5,334 subscribers. Yep.
Everyone in the chat wants you to download the Staker app since you now have 1 million hex.
1 million hex.
1 million hex.
Damn, that is sweet. You know, that could be a life-changing
so kind.
deal.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. That's amazing.
This is a generous
Staker app, right?
Staker app made by Steph and Firebun, Spice Masters.
Yep. Download the Staker app.
Wow, that's a lot more hex than I had. Thank you so much. I have Staker. I have the app. I downloaded it recently.
Okay. Well, now you're a hex millionaire. How's it feel?
Incredible. Extraordinary.
Do you know what that turns into if you so you're very, very young. You're probably in your early 20s, right? If that. Yeah. Oh, you don't want to tell us. Okay. But
I'm a Gen Z.
Okay. Whatever. There's so many gens in between mine. I don't even know what they are anymore. Oh, Ski Cat. Gee, let's give her 2 million.
No way.
You just gave me 2 million hex. Oh, Ski Cat.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much.
Oh, man.
I'm speechless. Literally, I don't know what to say. Thank you so much.
Put your ETH address in there, and then we'll get it over to him. I'll get him over.
Chat?
Yeah, send it in the private chat, and I'll put it over to Hexo, and Hexo get it.
Can I DM you my ETH address?
Yeah, you could do it right here in the private chat.
This is my laptop, so it'll be hard to pull it up right now.
Yeah. Just no problem. She'll DM it to me, Ski Cat, and I'll get it over to you through Hexo.
Thank you. Thank you, Ski Cat. You're the best. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Hexicans are fantastic. You guys are great.
Goddamn right. We already just got 2 million hex. No, what are you going to say? You guys are a bunch of shits. Oh, that is so freaking awesome.
It'll be put to
Ski Cat. You'll have it by Saturday, he said. So
we got my dad some hex. We're getting my dad some hex. He's getting his retirement money available to him right now. And he's older and he should be able to retire right now, but he's not able to in this economy, and he's working really hard. But I'm hoping with hex and Cell and Bitcoin that he can retire this bull run. That would be so incredible. Because he's been a hardworking man for our family. So all good.
I wish my kids would have done that.
Yeah,
shit.
And you know what?
I had to go do it on my own, the little bastard.
If hex, what do you guys think hex will be in 5 years from now? The price of hex.
Well, it doesn't. You know what? To be honest, Crypty girl, that doesn't matter. That's not what matters. What matters is, and I think that everybody really needs to take a step back here and take their crypto hat off and put your hex hat on, because this is a completely different crypto than any other crypto you've seen. It's about staking.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen to this. Now, this is just putting it in perspective. How come I'm echoing so bad? A 10-year stake is a 80x on your hex. If you put it out for 10 years, you're looking at an 80x return on hex.
Is that guaranteed, or is that general?
Yeah, that's in the contract. That's immutable. Wow. Your interest gain. So there's different metrics that apply to it, of course, based on, like, if you had 100% people staking, then of course you'd be getting less gains, but we're at 9%. It's not a very, people don't understand hex. They don't. And that's beautiful for the staker class, because we're getting mad gains, mad interest on our hex right now. Huge. monstrous amounts of hex on our bags right now, because we understand staking and the compounding effect of the interest. And if you were to take that million hex, that 2 million hex that you just got, and put it out at 15 years, I mean, think about it. You're going to be younger than I could even remember I was in 15 years from now. And you're going to be sitting on a bag that is, and as they've run the numbers, 250x. 250x in 15 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the amount of hex you have. Just put it at today's price at 0.45 cents. What's a million times 250x? What's 2 million?
250 million?
2 million hex. So it's 500.
I think
Laughing at me and my math.
Is 2.5 times more. Yeah. Okay. I have a calculator up. I'll check.
So I said, do the math, punch in the buttons.
Oh, okay. Never mind. It is
5.
Right.
So it's 500 million hex on your 2 million. 500 million times 0.0045. What's that?
Oh, sorry. What was it?
Do 500 million times 0.0045, which is our average price right now.
Times what?
0.0045.
That's $2,250,000. Yeah.
At today's price.
It's 1.1. It's $2.1 million at least.
That's at today's price.
I'm processing this. I'm processing how big this is right now.
That's what people don't understand is the power of the compounding of hex and longer stakes. The power of that.
There's and there's a lot of strategies too to split up that hex, because you have 2 million, right? So you can on it. Let me pull this out just to give you a quick calculation.
I can with my 2 million hex, I can buy a pirate ship and take my family sailing around the seas.
Yes.
I'll invite you on mine. We'll be getting one.
So with that
awesome.
2 million,
I'll have a whole fleet.
You can put like 133,000 hex each year for 15 years. So you can have that much hex staked each year from now to 15 years. So you can have some hex always dripping in, and then as the years go on, dude, it starts getting crazy. Like once you get to the year 5 stakes, it just keeps like, it's sick.
I love that. This was the first crypto to be a staking ladder type of thing, right?
It's the first crypto to be a finished crypto where it actually works, and the contract is done. There is no on or off switches. There is no more computing that needs to be done. There is no more adds, subtracts, or any of that kind of stuff.
You mean as far as staking cryptocurrencies?
No, like cryptocurrencies, period.
Oh.
Do you know any that are completed?
Digibyte.
It's not completed.
I mean, you can always improve it and improve.
Now, improve means you can mess with it. Improve means mess with. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hex is done, like Bitcoin. It's done. Bitcoin runs like shit.
There will never
done.
be hex updates.
No, there can't be. It's done.
I just watched an interview with Richard Hart in preparation and looking more into hex, and he said something like I've never heard this before, but updating a cryptocurrency leaves room for inflation bugs.
Yes.
And those inflation bugs can create more cryptocurrencies in that time, in that update. And that there were 2 inflation bugs in Bitcoin history, something like that, where they made 6 million more Bitcoin, something like that. And I was like, no way, is this true? Yeah. Then in that case, then there wouldn't be a capped supply of 21 million Bitcoin if there can be more Bitcoin created during inflation bugs. That was crazy. That was a lot for me to process.
And it's because cryptocurrencies, and I only know this because of Richard using the term, use what's called spaghetti code. And this spaghetti code is very, very, I guess, kind of like what it sounds like. It's very, very difficult to find out what's wrong with it or how to make it straight, you know? So Bitcoin has had these problems It was actually a Bitcoin Cash developer that found that last bug, and he just could have created as many Bitcoin as he wanted, but he didn't. He exploited it and said,
That's
"Hey,
honorable.
look what's happened here." Because it would have been the end of crypto. It would have been the end of crypto. He did the right thing. But because of that issue, you have to be careful with your cryptos, because look at what they're all doing now. They're all scamming out. They're all bugging out, or these bugs are intentionally put into them,
Right?
So that they can rug pull and turn them off and do all that kind of crap.
The liquidity's locked. The liquidity's locked. There's no way into it. they run off with them, and that's intentional. Or they put like print these many tokens in the code, and then they just exactly where to activate it, and they can just make all the tokens and just dump the supply on one side of the Uniswap pool. Literally, like this. That's how they rug pull everything.
Wait, can you say that again?
So what you're probably not do you understand Uniswap yet?
Yeah.
So decentralized exchanges.
Yeah.
Well, what they'll do is the project themselves will put the liquidity in, and then when they're ready to shut it down, they'll pull the liquidity out all at once. Right. It's called a rug pull.
Exit scam.
In a way.
So when you say shut it down, because otherwise I don't see why they shut it down unless they're exit scamming.
So let's just say, in Uniswap you have Ethereum and then you have the token, right? And it's sort of they're like a teeter-totter, like this. When someone's buying, let's just say someone's buying a lot of
token, you get a token for being a liquidity provider, exactly. And that token says that you've deposited as liquidity.
And what ends up happening is that let's just say people are buying up the token like crazy. The Ethereum side gets like this, and they still control the token. So what they do is pull the token, they take all the Ethereum out.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the token just goes boom on its face.
On its face. And then here's the other one. Let's just say they try to trick people and saying the liquidity's locked, it'll never move. Then they'll put something in the code to print a lot of tokens. And what they'll do is they'll just sell, let's just say this is the Ethereum and this is the token. They'll just dump a ton of coins until they pretty much get 99% of the Ethereum out, and they walk away. Yeah, so they can. There's a bunch of different ways that these projects rug pull and stuff. This is what happened with a lot of the food, like pasta, hot dog, Jesus Christ, pickle, like
yam scam,
nuggets. I mean, like literally, like there's all these.
I'm already skeptical of cryptos named after food.
Right.
As you should be.
Yeah. And this is why we Hex pushes the immutable contract stuff, is that it's been battle tested, it's been used for a full year, it's been audited multiple times, an economics audit and of course a code audit, just to make sure there's no bugs in there, and it's locked in. So there's no way for people to do that. Essentially, there's no way to like print more tokens, from putting a couple lines of code into it,
So we just got a Ninja Gina, and you just got 2.5 million. It sounds better, he said.
For me?
For you.
Wow. God damn. Yeah.
When you said I'm like, I don't know if you're talking a dollar cost.
So Skin Cat. God damn.
Oh, you guys.
Yes.
That's amazing. I need my own pistols now.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah.
Cool. Okay, so you were saying with the audits, that's one thing that I haven't learned about Hex yet. Okay. There are 3 audits, and how does that work?
Well, there's very few auditing firms out there that are reputable, and the most reputable auditing firms looked at Hex. I think there was a financial audit, there was a security audit, and another. I think it was another financial type audit that was done, but there was 3 of them done.
Yeah, I think there was one. It was basically there's an economics audit and then like 2 security audits. Yeah,
2 security and an economics audit.
2 security and economic. Okay.
Which is more than any. See, I'm a guy that tries to look over the details and goes, what else is doing that? What other crypto is doing that? For instance, what other crypto community is talking about Bitcoin's bugs? That should be the most important issue.
It's so hush.
crypto world, nobody's talking about it. Nobody talks about it but this community. Nobody even brought it up until Richard brought it up. And then we were all like, what the fuck? And you go back and you look, and yes, there's articles in there about it and what happened. And you can read the history and see the Bitcoin Cash episode and how that happened. And that, I mean, if Grayscale, I mean, I don't understand. If Grayscale knew about it, why would they be doing what they're doing right now? I mean, holy crap. It's so volatile with having those kinds of problems. And it's because it's old, dilapidated technology. It was supposed to be the first. What's that?
Did you say dilapidated?
Yes.
I don't know what that means.
Dilapidated, wrecked, old, like me, dilapidated.
Old jalopy.
An old jalopy.
No.
So
Pirates aren't old. They're forever young. They're not allowed to be old.
Exactly. Just the body goes away. But I mean, think about it. Do you have anything electronic or in technology that you've had for over 10 years? No, you don't. They don't last. They don't exist. Technology goes away after a few years. Technology improves after a few years. And you can't improve Bitcoin. There's nothing behind it. You know, Satoshi turned it on and there it is. It's laying there. Nobody has done anything with Bitcoin. They've tried to build around it, but it's such a fucking mess. They haven't been able to do anything to it. So that's the problem. That's the issue with Bitcoin. It really does nothing but give us marketing for crypto, period. Brings in the FOMO newbie people and gets people interested in what real crypto is doing, which is Ethereum and all the other platforms and things like Hex. And like I said, I wasn't interested in any of it anymore. I was ready to walk away from crypto because when it comes down to it, crypto is an inefficient way to try and do any type of finance. Unless you have something that it just has to sit there. Like Hex, it's the perfect solution for all of that woes crypto. Crypto is full of crap. There isn't everybody came up with all these great ideas that crypto was going to be something that you can vote with, something that you can, do internet finance with. So, and it doesn't work. Hashing and cryptography is the slowest, broken down. It's a database is all it is. It's a slow database, and there are hundreds of platforms out there that work a lot better than crypto when it comes to moving cash or moving, digital currency around. So crypto is going to lose that game. Well, it already has. They tried to bring Bitcoin in.
I won't get into that, but
why not?
So does Hex have a hybrid proof of work, proof of stake algorithm? Well, not algorithm.
No, so what you mean, like what's running? Like, are you basically saying is Hex running on its own blockchain? Pretty much, is that what you're trying to say? Like, does it have some like mining rigs and things like that, or are you trying to say like,
reason I'm not sure if it's completely proof of stake or if there's Hex mining as well.
It is, but the Ethereum network provides that.
Yeah, we're running on Ethereum.
Okay.
So the Ethereum network provides the proof of work. So when you do move Hex, stake Hex, unstake Hex, which is the only two things you do, stake it and unstake it, then you're paying Ethereum, you're paying gas prices. So the Ethereum miners are actually making the hash cash off of that.
It's actually kind of funny because in a couple of years, once Ethereum kind of rolls out staking, will be a proof of stake staking contract. We'll be double staking.
That's true.
Yeah.
But then, so somebody just mentioned, Cookie Boys just mentioned, you are the miner in the new when you're staked. So think of staking and shares as being hash power in a mining operation. So if the only people that actually make money off Bitcoin are the miners or the holders, of course, value go up. But the miners are the only ones actually making Bitcoin. They're actually making money off of doing what they're doing. In Hex, what you do is you stake, and those shares that are gaining and building the ecosystem, that's like owning a mining operation is what it is. So your 2.5 million in hex is basically you just given a bunch of mining rigs to stick out there. And
okay.
so if you can look at it like that,
good.
that's what you just got.
Yeah.
That's how it works. So now you are the hash. You are the power of the network. And then on top of it, you gain penalties from people who early end stake. Right. So if somebody end stakes, you actually, the community, the staker class, get the penalties for that. So on top of your hash power,
really cool. I like that.
You're getting penalties. Well, I mean, that's what crypto is meant to be, is get rid of the middleman. There's nobody else that should be making it but you, right?
I love that you can, I forgot the term, but generously unstake for someone else if they didn't do it, if they missed their unstake date.
Right.
And you can do it for them out of goodwill. Was that what it was? Goodwill.
Yeah. Good accounting. Yeah, it's really cool. So let's just say you're watching one of your father's, like your father's account, and he just the computer. He's like, please, good accounting my stake. It's gonna. I don't want to lose any money, and then you can just do that for him.
I love that. That's really cool that that's an option.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool too for well. I don't want to get into this and stuff because crypto taxes and stuff like that is like it's so fucking complicated. But let's just say it's December, you can good accounting it, and then take custody of your coins in January, just for the next year's taxes. So you don't have to. So you can kind of like decide.
You're just putting it off though for
exactly. Yeah. So
you still have to pay all those fees. Do you have to pay the fees for the people that you goodwill unstaked?
Yeah, because you're doing it. Because you're doing it for them.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's why it's like a good Samaritan sort of thing for somebody. So like, oh, thank you so much for that. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and what was it? I was going to say something else.
Your questions none of them have been like you said they were going to be, dumb or redundant. You've asked some very
it's been pretty good questions.
So you've obviously already done your homework.
And thank you guys so much for having me on and answering my questions. This is a good conversation, and I'm learning a lot more about Hex. So, and with the Uniswap thing, the rug pulls, that was really interesting too.
Yeah, no, that's what's been going on out there. So if you look at all those food products that have been, if you've been wondering why they've been crashing like they have been, it's because what they can do is, because Uniswap is decentralized, and we have a decentralized
exchange. Does that happen mostly? Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
But then this question just popped into my head. Does that happen mostly with ERC20 tokens, the rug pulls, because they can do that on DEXs?
Well, that's exactly what it is. Because, there's no, because it's a DEX, because we get the value of it being a DEX, and we can do whatever we want with it without, counterparty risk. That's the problem. There is no counterparty. So anybody can put a coin up there, provide liquidity, and, pump it, and then pull the liquidity out. And, now the coin dumps to zero. So you have to be even more aware of what's going on out there. And you have to really watch your sushis and your yams and all of these things that are going up there, and be very leery and very wary of them. I mean, we actually saw probably one of the first rug pulls that have ever happened was probably right on the Hex network itself, which wasn't Hex, but things that were trying to be like Hex, so all those things were happening. And we watched it all. We watched, okay, we got a cool DEX here. And then we watched, coins come up that were actually acting like it was Hex, like it was named the same thing, and it would be like, whoa, shit, that's not Hex, and they were, doing rug pulls and stuff. So there was a lot of things that were going on with the DEXs.
Oh, and Crypty girl, like, let me just tell you this, because this is really fucking important that you know this. So let's say you're like, cool, I staked. You have some stakes now, and then you have some stakes that are come out in 3 years, in 5 years, in 10 years. You have there's a button when you stake that says end stake or emergency end stake, right?
Yeah.
If you hit that button before you hit, like, let's just say you staked for half a year or for a year, okay? And 2 days from now, you're like, you know what? I want that Hex back. You'll lose all your Hex. You have to at least wait half the time that you said you're going to stake, or you'll lose all of it, right?
Oh, wow. I didn't know that part. I knew that you would get a big penalty for
monster penalty
early, but you have to wait at least half the time you said you would.
Or you lose it all.
On stake, or else there'll be nothing.
Right. But you can get like 45%. This is why the staker app's so good, is because it kind of tells you like percentage wise, like, oh, you're 45% there. You can emergency end stake and you'll just take a little penalty. But you won't lose your whole stack. But let's just say you're 2% done with the stake and you can't see, you'll lose all of it, and then all that hex gets redistributed to everybody in the system with the because you're staking, so you'll end up kind of getting back a little bit of your hex back in your shares, but it gets given out to everybody else too. So it's like, this is why, like, if people are being impatient and you're like they're like, oh, screw it, I want my hex right now. Yeah. Boom. That money just gets distributed to everybody who can hold on. So that's why it's like I always preach, having multiple stakes every year. That way, you're not doing like something really dumb. Like, I'm like a lot of dumb in emergency end staking, because you're like waiting. Imagine you have a 5-year stake and you waited for 3 years and you emergency end stake it. You just wasted 3 years there, and you just gave away tons of your gains away.
Yeah,
this should be in your pocket, right?
And that's why, and they just said it. Pabalaba said it. That's why it's important to read the white paper that's on hex.com and check that out. Read it thoroughly so you understand it.
I'll have to go read that.
Yeah, because it explains, the percentages and how much you've got to stake for longer than 90 days and go past 50% of your stake in order to get your principal back. At that point, your principal is safe. You'll lose all your interest. And if you were staked before big payday, you'll lose all your big payday. But anybody from now on, so big payday is not even a conversation nowadays because it's over with. So now it's all about stakes, pulling them out properly, making sure that you go for longer than 90 days if you want to go past 50% to get your principal back. So if you can't commit to at least 50% of your stake, then don't stake.
I'm in it for the long term. I'm a Gen Z. I'm young, and all of my crypto I plan on holding for at least 10 years. And with Hex, it's guaranteed. So I can be part of the 5555 club.
Nice.
10 to 15 years at least, definitely. Yeah. I'm young, so.
You're young, and you just got freaking gifted 2.5 million.
You got paid.
That is incredible.
That is.
How do I thank you guys?
I mean, you got to thank Ski Cat. I mean, it's the community, and it's what he's done. He's
sing good praises of Hex with your girlfriends and everyone else. And
get on that channel and start talking about it. Yeah,
definitely. Well, thank you, Ski Cat. You're amazing. Very generous. This is a good community, and you guys will definitely grow because of its passion. Such a passionate community. It's inevitable, when you have that grassroots passion. That's amazing.
Yeah. All the crap that we've taken over the last year, also it just made us all stronger because at first, look, these are all of the influencers out there that were bashing us, or all the people that we've trusted and followed for years in crypto. Right. I mean, we've been watching these guys talk and listening to them and learning from them and admiring their work and becoming fans and commenting and subscribing and doing all that stuff with them. And now all of a sudden, we see something and we realize that, whoa, everything else was a sham. And as soon as we did that and said, hey, everybody, check this out, they started calling us scammers. And so all of our favorite people that we were watching started bashing us, bashing our crypto, bashing our founder, bashing us personally. And it hasn't stopped to this day. We just had a Twitter war with some dumb jackass that decided that he was going to call Hex a scam again. And it's like, bro, have you been under a rock? I mean, are you stupid? I mean, where the fuck do these people come from?
People don't want to be outsiders. They just go along with the popular thing. And it seems like with every good thing that comes to humanity, that's going to, take away some kind of benefit from the big guys. That it's first called bad and it's a scam or it's not good, and then it's denied. And then after it's successful, then people come along, they come on board. So you guys, you're going through that now, but it's turning around.
I mean,
There
people,
are influencers that are coming around too.
yeah. I mean,
As I'm making crypto content on social media, as I'm growing my following, and I'm friends with influencers that once I was like, whoa, these people have so many followers. As I'm talking to them more, I'm like, they're just normal people and their calls aren't solid. That's just personal opinion, and that can just be a whim. And I mean, even I can have more common sense at times. It's just, I don't know, it's surprising.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now I just lost my train of thought. I was looking at Children of the Grave. So turning calling out my name, Peter McCormick. Yeah, Peter McCormick was an idiot. Go ahead. I lost my train of thought now. It'll come back to me. Alzheimer's.
That's all right. We can move on from that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's just these guys like they make so some of these guys were like I think some of these guys, like, I'm not to shit, some of them are just shitheads since the beginning, but a lot of these influencers and stuff some of them were good people in 2017 because the money was flowing from crypto. And what happened is once crypto crashed and everything, their savings went away, and they started essentially kind of gutting their community by showing them like trade this.
That did happen.
Yeah. I know what,
you know.
I remember what I was thinking about, the thought that I had a second ago. It just rattled back into place.
Right.
So you go ahead and look at the streams that they're doing right now, you know, some of the bigger influencers. And right now we're sitting on about 250 people are watching the stream right now.
Oh, wow. And thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us. And so I don't see those people drawing those kinds of numbers all the time either. So, I mean, we're just a creepy little freaking Hex crypto show that just started, you know, a few months ago. And we don't do anything special but talk about Hex and talk about all the crap that everybody's talking about us out there. And we've gained a lot of followers, and we kept 1,500 people at minimum. At one point, we had 2,600 viewers on our 24-hour live stream, and we maintained an average of 1,500 viewers for 24 hours.
Yeah, that is huge.
That's monstrous.
Such good retention rate, man.
That's monstrous.
You guys party hard.
We do party hard.
I think it was the most lemons donated ever on DLive too.
Yeah, I give away the most lemons. Let me put another.
DLive must love you guys. That's amazing.
Yeah,
broke records.
They're supposed to be giving us our VP. I don't see anything special. Do we have VP yet? I don't see it. Hello, DLive. Is this thing on? DLive? Did we get our VP or what? I applied for it over a week ago. DLive. Hello. Well, we'll see. I don't know.
So one thing I was wondering about is I heard that you can do referrals for Hex. Is that still a thing? Is that still going, or did that end too? Where do you go to get your referral link?
No, so that ended with the whole the 351-day like launch phase. Lemon fight. But so something that's coming up with the Staker app is they're gonna implement referrals on the Staker app. So you'll be able to like tell your friends, "Hey, come join Hex and stuff."
That's so awesome! I love that gamifying the app. That's good. That'll make it grow big.
Yeah, and then when you stake your Hex, you also get a little bit of what they staked as well. So you could end up having like you got 100 of your friends in, and you can start getting kind of like a recurring income. Like cool, you know.
Hey, by the way, I don't know if you saw it, Crypty, but Annette, she invited you to a private chat so that you can meet up with her.
Yeah,
she's one. Yeah, she's like one of the power gals of Hex.
Cool. I'd love to connect with her.
Yep. So she said she'll DM you on Twitter or something.
Perfect. Let's do it. Let's connect.
Firebun just told me a referral on all transactions too.
Ooh.
So it's
Huh.
pays to be in
So
hex.
you have to stake through the Staker app to get that
Yeah,
referral.
once the Staker app, I mean, it's the biggest app in hex and stuff. It's made by Firebun and Steph. You know, these two. I like them. I don't know.
We had a lot to do with them getting together.
And
we had a
it's
lot to do with them getting together because we were bringing them on the stream and we were talking about their platforms and they were like, "Hey, man, it'd be stupid for us not to partner up." And then we made the suggestion, but they were like, "Hey, we just 2 days ago we just decided we were going to do something." It was like natural progression. It was just like it was supposed to happen, and they did, and they built a beautiful application. They're both amazing guys. They're both amazing.
And they
That's
put some cool game stuff in there too. So you know how you get shares for staking, right? Well, you end up getting like a little animal for staking, right? So you're like, oh, I'm a turtle, or like, I'm a squid, I'm a dolphin, I'm a whale, you know, and it all depends on how much you stake and for how long you stake and everything. So it's like people are like competitive. They're like, I'm the biggest dolphin in the ecosystem, or you know, or like I'm a shark now, or like I'm the #1 tinkering turtle, you know.
It does compel people to try to get more hex to go up a level.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
And it's cool too because the higher you end up going, right? So let's just say the daily payout. Let's just say that you get 5 hex per share a day. It fluctuates. Sometimes you get 6, sometimes you get 3, 2. But let's just say you have 1,000 T shares, right? Which with how much hex you have, you'll have a really good amount of shares once you have it staked. You could be passively earning like 5,000 hex a day.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Wait, I need to learn more about T-shares to comprehend how this all
Well, there's
works.
not a lot to understand about them. Basically, you swap your hex in for shares at the price they are today. Every day, the price is going up on the T shares. So the T shares are always constantly going up. They're never going to go down. They don't fluctuate. They don't move. They only go up. As people unstake, the next highest ROI moves the share price up so that person can't get more hex for the exact same amount they put in. So they're always, every time you unstake, the highest ROI is driving the share price up. So you'll never get a better share price than what you're getting now, you know, or what you got 2 days ago or 5 days ago. So it's always, share price is always going up. So when you stake your hex, you get those shares at that price.
Mm-hmm.
When you do start to get when it comes time for your stake to come out, that share price has gone through the roof. So you've been accumulating interest all that time and building your hex.
I was watching your last show and Johnny Chaos, I think that's his name, he was explaining T-shares. And the way he explained it made it sound like it's the proof of stake reward. So that's
exactly. It's like turning on your miner is what it is.
Mm-hmm. It's simple when you think about it that way. Proof of stake reward.
Yeah, it's a proof of stake reward because you're getting stake rewards versus proof of work reward. So it's just boom.
And there's a cool little strategy. I'll explain this to you later and stuff and everything, but there's a cool little strategy where, like, let's just say a year from now you get a stake, right? You'll get whatever you staked plus the interest. You could just put the interest in your pocket and take that hex and stake it out farther, and you'll get even more shares.
Really?
Yeah, because so when you maximum, so let's just say you have 10,000 hex you're going to stake, and let's just say that's 1 T-share. I know that's not right, but just as an example, it's 1 T-share. If you stake for 1 year, it's 1 T-share. You stake for 10 years, it's 3 T-shares.
I'm going to tell you a strategy right now. When I look at you young people, when I look at somebody in their 20s, I say don't even fuck with staking ladders. Why would you want to mess with a staking ladder at your age? You know, I mean, literally in 15 years, you're going to be like, what, 35, 34, 33. I mean, come on, what the hell? That's like, put it 15 years. I mean, why would you make a staking ladder? Old fart like me, I need a staking ladder because I got to start realizing some gains, because I got to spend the money before I die and my kids spend it, So you at the age you're at, I wouldn't even mess around with a staking ladder. I would throw that stuff all the way out there. I mean, you even say it yourself, you've got crypto that you're not going to touch for 10 years.
Yeah, I agree with that. The majority of my crypto, I'm going to hold as long as I can and just take the profit that I need to live and cover expenses and keep going. But I can appreciate a staking ladder that in the next couple years, I'd love to be able to travel the world. I've never gone overseas before. And if I have a stake in a couple of years ending,
There you go.
it'd be really nice to
Call it your Europe fund. So
go
I did that too. I put stakes out for my kids' birthdays, for anniversaries for me and my wife, kids' graduations. I put some stakes out like that, you know. So yeah, you can do event stakes, that's for sure. But I don't know if I'd mess with a ladder at your age. It's like freaking throw it out there and forget about it. Come back and
have stakes a long time from now. Then I don't know if it's gonna be worth a lot. Then maybe I can create generational wealth for my posterity. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want.
Well, yeah, you just had $1 million. Now you got 2 million. So put $1 million out there and stake another $1 million. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
no hex. You can play hex so many different ways, but as long as you're staking, you're winning. You really are. It's such an amazing system and stuff, and it's just the longer hex is around, the more people are like, holy shit, wow, this is legit. I mean, I was stupid for not jumping in. Like, that's what people are going to say. I mean, the same thing that happened with Bitcoin and it happened with Ethereum. Like, no, Bitcoin's a scam. No, Ethereum's bullshit. All this is no. And then later on, they're like, oh man, I should have got in earlier, man. Like, I knew about, like, you know that story. Like, everyone pretends that they knew about Bitcoin. Like, yeah, I heard about Bitcoin back in 2010 and 9. Yeah, I just didn't get into it. There's all these stories like, oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, my buddy was trying to get me to get into Hex in 2020, but I just didn't do it. And that's what's going to happen, you know. And then you can say like, yeah, I was in 2020 already. OG.
Then there's going to be some of them that go, I even called it a scam. I called it a scam.
Yeah.
I was one of them.
Not a scam. It's been determined. Not a scam. I'll have to go spread the word, spread the hex word. Just wanted to say thank you to the chat. Thank you everyone for tuning in and being kind and welcoming me into the hex community. I really appreciate it.
Of course.
You're welcome.
I'm overwhelmed with emotion right now. I'm having a hard time keeping the conversation going and thinking of more questions just because I feel so much gratitude.
Yeah, I mean, what do you say after someone does something like that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, my eyes are tearing up and I never cry. Like, I'm not that person.
Oh man, that's cool. Let's see.
And the community community's really happy as well. They're like a smart lady. Yay.
Do you realize that's $10,000, right?
That's amazing.
That's 10,000 freaking dollars on a wow.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Pirates don't cry. Pirates don't cry.
Pirates don't cry. I have to toughen up.
Up to Barbados.
That is cool. That is really, really cool. Thank you, Ski Cat. You're a freaking legend, man. You're a legend. You're a legend. Awesome.
Yeah. Do you guys want to keep going? I can. I'm grateful for this time, and I'd love to ask you more questions in the future.
Yeah, we can bring you on again if you'd like. Get involved with the rest of the community and start hanging out anytime. Just throw us a DM. You want to come hang out with us on Friday nights. I don't know if you know our show, but on Friday nights we have the FN Hangout. And hey, jump on in anytime you want. You don't have to come in and stay the whole show. You can come in and just chat for a second, say hello. Hey, shut the hell up, guys. You guys are talking too much shit or whatever you want, and then blow out. But yeah, Friday nights is for every Hexican. So all of you out there, Friday nights, come on. It's your show. Do what you want with it. So you're always welcome to come on Friday nights too.
That'd be great. I'd love to join you guys in the future. Thank you so much for having me on and everyone for joining us. And thank you so much for all the hex you guys donated me. That is
You guys know Ski Cat did it. Ski Cat did it.
Ski Cat, thank you so much. You're an angel. You're a pirate angel, you know. You're tough. An angel with a eye patch and a sword.
There you go. There you go. He's the giver of the booty, that's for sure. He's the booty. He digs it up and passes it out to everybody. Ski Cat is the freaking best. So, Crypty, thanks. If you're done, we'll go ahead and let you roll, and then we'll keep going, guys. And I'll drop the link in the Cutthroats room. We have a group of guys that comes out on a regular basis anyway, so I'll throw that in there. Perfect. I'm sure some of the guys want to come on, but thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thank you guys. Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy Hexagon birthday. That's great. And everyone have a fantastic night. I'll hop off now, but see you, everyone.
See you. Bye-bye.
Cool, man. That was a good interview.
That was good. Well, fucking it was fantastic for her.
Stupendous.
She came on the show and got 10K. 10K.
And she, I think, what's his name? Let me pull this dude up. Motley Investor had like the best comment. She just won a spin of the wheel. Or she just won the wheel.
She just won the spin of the wheel. Yeah, she did. God damn, that was freaking cool. Ski Cat, you freaking bomb, dude. Have you ever seen these? I don't know exactly what they do, but you see these shows where, you know, it's like what Hexo does with the video games. They talk and they play the video games and shit. And then all of a sudden, like somebody drops a bomb on them or something and they get all
right. It's like reaction videos. Yeah.
Whoever that guy is, some guy drops a bunch of something on him. I don't know if it's points or.
Yeah, Mr. Beast and stuff. Yeah, he just goes on people's streams or like people are like, they've been gaming for a bit and like there's like 10 people watching and then they donate $10,000 to them and they're like, whoa, holy crap, what the, oh my god. And then we got a little bit of that with that one guy who just started shaking his butt on stream when we threw him something.
I want production value. I mean, Hexo dances. Right. I got a couple pistolas, but man, it's freaking awesome, dude. I just can't believe that we got somebody in our community that is that freaking cool, man, that will come on this show and, support this show and then support the people that come onto it and donate freaking millions and millions of hex. I mean, damn, bro, how many is that in the contest alone? 7.8 million. That's 8 million hex right there. How many people got bags that are worth 8 million hex?
I played fifth.
There's probably a lot of people that that's a big ass bag for him right there.
Nice.
That's what he's done for this community already. So, man, so guys, hey man, it's time for you to come on the stream. Make sure you get on a Wednesday. You never know what might happen. So, yeah, damn.
There's some people hitting me up to try to get on the show. They're like, "Ooh, a girl."
Oh, man.
Out of the chat, you guys were acting a little bit older than you guys usually do. I'm impressed.
I am impressed. The chat room was decent, and even you, DC, you didn't simp on her either because she was in here.
God damn, bro! Damn.
But I mean. But you know what? It's funny because, when you do bring, especially in our environment, we've got this kind of rough, freaking gruff environment. And when a girl comes in, it changes the whole thing. It changes. Right. The vibe is different. You talk different. You act different. I mean, it's always, they bring a different energy, and it's like a violin music to a fucking beast, right?
Yeah.
It calms everything down now. Oh shit. So now we can let loose now. So here comes the chat. Here it comes. Here comes all of the debauchery. What did she say? What word did we use that she didn't know? Oh, dilapidated. She didn't know
dilapidated.
Yeah.
No, but that's cool. That's cool that she actually was honest about like not knowing a word, because a lot of people stay kind of quiet about that. They don't understand something. They'll like,
well, people don't use those words anymore.
Yeah, well, okay, you're right. Yeah,
that's like an old guy word. Yeah, that's like you guys well, not your generation, but maybe the generation after you, you're getting up there too.
Excuse me, sir. I'm still in my 20s, sir.
No, I mean they use like Rect and all that other stuff now, and it's dilapidated definition RG3. Yeah, dude, Molly's been throwing bombs like he's something special tonight.
I've been seeing a lot of simp stuff in there too. Like you guys will be like, it's not this easy simping this, or like it's not this easy being this cheesy. I saw some good ass comments in there too. That was really funny.
He said I was tripping all over myself. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't think I have those kinds of problems. And I DM'd her a dick pic on Twitter.
Bruh.
Joe Exotic.
No. But she's nice. I met her. Where did I meet her? From the Celsius community. Yeah. Oh, she's nice. And so, I mean, this is kind of the benefit of why like even I'm a Hexagon through and through, but I do play around in those other communities because it's a way to get more people to know about Hex as well, because they're like, oh, Dogcost isn't an idiot and stuff, and he likes Hex. What's going on over here? Or maybe they're like eventually when Hex is going crazy and stuff, and Dogcost is like killing it and shit. What the fuck's going on over there? And it's like either you get them through greed or you get them just through talking in discourse with them and stuff, but they gotta know who you are, like we should have some of the Hexagon girls go on our show, the blocker girls or the blockchain girls.
The girls should get on there and
do some outreach and stuff. We should have the Hexagon girls going on all the because I understand a lot of the female led shows are kind of they let like one guy on just females. And this is something that our community has power is we have a lot of females, a lot of smart Hex females that we can have them go into all these other chats. And then, I mean, honestly, to tell you the truth, a lot of these shows are starved for people to interview because like a lot of the crypt. I mean, it took a lot of the Hex girls a little bit, even though they're really brave. It took them a while to get out of their shell, Yeah. And now, look at them. It's amazing,
Yeah, I'm reading the chat. They're all talking shit right now.
Yeah, I'm actually talking to that Dash guy. I still haven't seen all of it what he's talking about, but he's answered a couple of my DMs and stuff and everything. So I'm gonna look into that whole like Dash thing he's doing with Hex. We'll see what's going on.
I don't get it. I saw it. I was like,
yeah.
I always hate when we mix other coins. I mean, I know there's other good coins. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't have any energy for it. I don't have any I don't know, desire. I mean, we've been doing this for almost a year, talking about just Hex. It's like last thing I want to do is start talking about other coins and putting charts behind me. It's just.
No, that's why I talk all macro and stuff. I mean, like I don't like the charts that much. I mean, I can look at a chart and say like, dude, look at the RSI and like, what's this? What's the 90-day movement?
Well, I mean, charting gives you macro outlook also. I mean, like Hex, you pull the Hex chart out and you look at it historically and you go, God damn, this thing's fucking cranking, in its first year. So.
Bro, you killed me with that staking wall shit, bro. I was trying to set her up nice and clean so she does an emergency end stake, and you're like, no, you will stake.
No. You said ladder. You said ladder. My wall is not a ladder by no means.
Okay, Jon Snow. So what's your wall? Let me hear this.
My wall is a staking wall. It's not a ladder. It's all sitting out there at 15. That whole the wall that I told you about, all that Hex that I staked out there for my wall is just individual stakes out at 15. So just in case you want one, you could pull it off the wall and the rest of the wall is still sitting there.
Okay. No, you're okay. Okay. That's what I didn't understand. Okay.
Yeah.
You're right.
See,
that's a decent strategy for when
that's different than it's like DCAing out is what a ladder does. It dollar costs you out of the ecosystem. Now, I mean, that girl was, what is Crypty? She's maybe 20, 21 years old, 20, maybe. Probably. I mean, I said 20 something and she swallowed her gum. So she's probably maybe 19, 8, she's probably very young. And dude, 15 years don't mean fuck all to her. I mean, at this point, she's getting better with age. 15 years, she's going to be better physically. Her body's going to feel better. She's going to be stronger. She's going to be healthier. 15 years from now, she's 15 years from now, every year goes by. Not you, maybe myself. I'm going downhill. I'm on the other side of the fucking hill. So, she's going to be at the prime of her life and have a 15-year stake like that popping out. I mean, holy crap, holy crap,
man. I'm gonna do whatever I can to keep the wheels on this bus. That's for fucking sure.
I mean, don't get me wrong. RG3 is probably going to beat most of you guys to the finish line. I talk shit about myself, but I take care of myself pretty good. I eat decent, and as soon as now that this COVID thing's over, I'm gonna really get myself into shape. I'm gonna freaking rock up, dude. I'm gonna freaking get jacked. You watch.
Everybody on stream is just gonna be like 6 months out later.
Hey, that's why Kinetic shows it, because motherfucker got it. He got it. I ain't gonna freaking lift my shit up, but I ain't no, I ain't no slug.
He can add a couple more inches on the arms. I don't know. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that's just it. That's the hardest part, is to get the abs going and the arms still up, because that's the key. That is the key. If you can slim down that much to get abs showing, you've got to be putting in some serious work, some serious eating habits.
Diet.
Keep 90% of your gains and your abs are made in the freaking kitchen. Only 10% is working out and shit. So all that other stuff don't matter, And then of course you got to supplement in order to get, the people that are, you got to supplement. So
creatine, yes,
creatine,
right. Creatine and acai,
protein powder, acai, creatine. Don't forget your D3, your B12. Making sure you're eating the right vitamins and stuff. Okay, hold on. Am I going out, or are you doing it? Is that you? Did I lose you? I lost DC. Or is that me? Did I get lost? Am I still here? Who's here? Is it me? Creatine causes you to retain a lot of water. Not the best for cutting. It depends on how you use it. So, yes, in theory, creatine creates a lot of fluid buildup in your cells, but it's what it's delivering to your cells that is giving you, what you need. So, before you start making comments like that, there's a lot of stuff to all of that. So, look, I lost DC. I threw the stream out to a couple other guys because I don't want to end yet. But yeah, do you guys get what I'm saying with the creatine? I just take creatine and watch workout videos. Doesn't work. Yeah, accidente. It doesn't, man. It doesn't work that way. Bodybuilding or sculpting or whatever you want to call it is work. And most of the work is done in the kitchen and with supplementation and how you take your shit. I mean, there's a lot of different, hold on, so there's DC.
The minute I talk about juice, I get
well, we're talking about creatine. They were talking about creatine. Creatine. But that's just it. And
great nutrition.
So the Palaba, you got it, man. I'm gonna keep it going. But your creatine does help fill your cells with fluid and pumps them up. And whatever you are putting in your body, whatever nutrients that you're putting in your body for growth, the proteins and whatnot, based on your macros, your growth macros, or your maintain macros, or your leaning macros, which if you don't know what macros are everybody's macros are different. So you have to have the macros that work for you. And it takes you about 6 months to figure those out. You know, you've got to literally diet like with a freaking scale. You got to put your food on it for about 6 months and watch how much protein, carbohydrates, and fats make you grow and lean out. So then you could put yourself on your macros program that if you need to drop some weight, you can reduce your macros to drop the weight. If you want to increase weight, if you're building, then you want to increase your macros to gain weight. And it's all about how you feel, how you look, your strength, your sleeping habits, all that stuff. I mean, in order to dial it in, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of your own personal research to make it happen right. You know, and Motley says, I get strong as fuck when I do a creatine cycle. I bet you do, little guy. Yeah. I bet you do.
And creatine is actually really good for your brain too, but you don't need it if you eat about, I think in order to get,
you gotta eat like 25 pounds of fucking steak a day to get about 10 milligrams of
1 pound. 1 pound of steak, 1 pound of steak in order to get red meat in order to get enough creatine in the day. So
I think it's more than that, bro. I think
it's 1 pound. It's 1 pound. But it's like you have to. It's got to be red meat and stuff. You don't get it from chicken. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, you're not gonna get it from chicken, but it's a little more than a pound, bro. If you're taking, what are you taking? 10 is it 10 micrograms?
No, I usually take 5. I usually take 5 if I'm not working out and stuff. But when I am working out, I do take 10. So it's like 2 5.
10's, I'm gonna tell you, 10's more than a pound of steak, bro.
Oh, you know, it is. You're right. That's like 2 pounds or 2.5 pounds. Like this, like this right here. That's a 5 gram scoop, and that's about a pound of steak to get that much in your body of creatine.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's more than
it'd be 2 scoops of this and stuff if I'm actually lifting a lot of weights. And I usually in the morning and then in nighttime and stuff. It does give you a little bit of a kick too. And stuff.
Today said Deca and yoga gets you pulsing. Deca is the old man wonder supplement. Deca makes you feel really, really good if you've got aches and pains and you're old. That's what those guys use the Deca for, I've heard. Anyway, hey, let's pull up one of our Hexagon friends here that's been joining us recently. Everybody loves him. Our buddy Kareem. What's up, dude?
What's poppin'?
Kareem was good, bro. What's up?
You already know. I was like, man, the stream is so good. It was so genuine watching that girl coming in, having the courage, and then breaking things down. I was just like, man, let me hop on this. But first, I saw you guys, talking about food and
talking about nutrition every once in a while. We try and make the Hexagon community well-rounded. Mind, body, and spirit, right? Like you're all about the mind and putting yourself in the proper mindset and an attitude of gratitude and forward thinking and thinking of abundance.
Everything and body and spirit too. I remember Cabana Challenge. I was one of the first out there. I mean, it's on like Twitter. People can go see it. I think it was great, and it's one of my mentors that talked about that. It was just cool. The 5 pillars, right? Health, wealth, love, which then brings to happiness, right? So because where I'm from, once again, when you don't have much, your health is your richest, so to speak. Because like literally real talk, right? In basic terms, the healthier you are, the more likely you can work. Because where I'm from, a lot of the work is physical activity, right? And usually when you lose your health or something doesn't work for whatever reason, your ability to, bring food on the table is reduced. So when you think about all those things, now, being here in the US is a little bit different, but it's important for your psyche, your energy, or if you do things like I do, like in sales, it's high energy, right? Or anything that's like
high stress too. High stress.
Yeah, I think this, you know what they say, right? Diamonds are made under pressure, right? So it's just like once you get used to it, it's the coolest thing. It's like, this is gonna be a funny analogy. People in the chat are gonna laugh, but it's like the first time you talk to a girl, right? It's like you're all stressed out, you don't know what to say, and this and that, and you're like, dude, F it, just go for it. What's the worst can happen? right? She tells you no. And then you just smile and say goodbye. You just be polite, you know what I mean? Just like in sales, what's the worst thing the customer can say? No, you know what I mean? And then you can go and dissect and things like that.
Well, you know what Hex does.
You only learn by doing, you know? There's no shortcut. I can tell you all what to do, what to say, all this other stuff, but dude, unless you're out there getting the feel, it doesn't matter.
Kareem sells hoes dreams.
So what I was getting at was a physiological, you know, like you know, you're talking about, you know, working out your you know, like you said, a diamond being crushed under pressure creates that beautiful, and that's, you know, scar tissue, and that's, you know, going out and getting your lumps and learning and developing and becoming stronger, just like when you hit the weights, you know, becoming stronger. But stress itself, physically on a physical level, physiological level, what it does, it creates a chemical called cortisol, which is very detrimental to your body as far as growth, health. It increases your risks for heart disease and cancer and all these other things. So de-stressing yourself and whatnot is important. Yeah, putting yourself under pressure and working yourself is good, but always make sure you put everything in the right frame of mind, you know, and you realize what you're doing, that, hey, you know what, I'm doing this work because I'm working myself out. I'm working myself to become stronger. You know, and as long as you have that kind of mindset versus oh my God, I'm overwhelmed, work is kicking my ass, I hate my job, I hate my job, I hate my job. Yeah. But if somebody can be, you know, put themselves in a different mind frame and have the same situation and it turn it into a positive and reduce their cortisol levels. Just they've proven it, like people who were Vietnam war veterans that were actually like imprisoned. Yep. So you put one guy in prison and within 2 years he dies, just dies because he gives up the will to live. And then another man comes out and he becomes a multimillionaire. And his mindset is nothing but abundance because he told himself in there, I'm going to survive this shit. I'm going to be stronger because of it. And there ain't nothing they can take from me because I have my own mind. You
Absolutely.
know?
I think those are defining moments. You know what I mean? Like at the point of my life, I had a choice and said, okay, like, what are you going to do? You just going to roll over and die? Or you going to just like, you know, and I have this kind of old model that I used to have, you know, I changed a little bit, but it's just like, I told myself, you will not be denied. Whatever it takes. I mean, to the point where I wear wristband about it just for remind myself. It's very important because it's about that mental fortitude. But I think I like what you just said because I like to separate the two. There's two types of stress that I like to talk about. I'm a very happy person. There is the stress of like, you know, working out, the stressing out the muscle and things like that, which sometimes that's how you increase capacity, right? You do the things that you haven't done before. You increase the reps. I like to go on runs, for example, right? I like to run a lot. I run easily 3 miles. So I try to be consistent and then I try to raise. Okay, let's go for 3.5. Let's try to push. And then you have that unhealthy stress, what you're talking about, where it's like, you don't even want to be there. You know what I mean? It's just adding all that negativity and that's going to eat you inside. You know what I mean? It's to some of you watching, a similar example would be like that kind of pain of like regret, of like guilt, all those things that just like eat you on the inside. And I'm like, no. And attitude of gratitude fixes that. Like every time you cut yourself in that little, whining and stuff, like you just start thinking about things that you're grateful of. It's like a positive affirmation. It's going to start switching things because you are what you think about, right? So you try to shift the focus. Exactly. I call it also positive distraction. I do that a lot at work, or I try to stay around positive-minded people, like-minded people, because that helps. Sometimes it's your environment. Sometimes sometimes it's the work. Sometimes it's you like to be a social creature, and then freaking Corona isolated you, right? That's what I love about being in the community. And I was watching the interview, and it was so great. I was like, yo, and literally I just hit you up and said, RG, send me the link. I'll hop on the stream, right? Because it's a good thing, and it helps you just like share that with other people, because that's what human beings are. We're social creatures, even if you're the richest person in the world, so to speak, if you don't have anybody to talk to share the experience with or things like that. Like I still remember the days when I got my first promotion or something big, like I called my mom, right? Just to say, yo, mom, look what I got.
Of course.
Like some people go brag about it, even though she had no clue. She was like, yeah, I'm good for you. Like all she knows is like, okay, you're safe. You got food on the table, like the basic stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Even though I passed that way long time ago, but that's all she cares about. Right?
Hey, Rami Punj, thanks for the Ninja Guinea, bro. And he says something weird like always. He's always got some cryptic.
I'm sure he's gonna say, "How did somebody's getting sliced?" Or something.
In the end, death will inherit this world. Thanks, guys. Of course, you knew he was going to say it. But I wanted to make another wise comment to everybody, and that is, while you're young, they've done a lot of interviews with very wealthy old people in their 80s and 90s, and what they found was they've asked them questions. If you were to go back and do anything different in your life, what would you do? And every single one of them overwhelmingly said, I would have taken better care of my health. I would have eaten better. I would have taken care of my heart. I would have taken care of my body, and even me. And I'm not, I always joke around and say I'm an old guy, but I mean, I'm 53. I'm older than most.
You just ended.
I'm older than most. But, he's in space.
NASA. Okay.
Are we mooning?
Yeah, I just had to bring this. We're not mooning yet, but I just wanted to bring the.
Oh, okay. Maybe it'll happen now.
Good. Hey, guys, just wait until Friday, okay? It's payday for me. You guys gotta wait.
Ski Cat, make it pump, Ski Cat.
Just give you until Friday, all right? I got it back.
But let me get to so what I was saying is that at my age, if I look back at 53 and I look back, I say the same thing. Now physically, I've taken care of my body, but I did work for a living. I moved heavy equipment, so I wrecked my back. So I have 8 herniated discs, and 2 of them in my neck, and the rest down in my L's. So the pain and discomfort and what I go through with that, I traded that for dollars at one point in my life, many years ago. I said, well, I'm going to do this physical labor. Screw it. I'm going to, get this done. I want that raise. I want to be the fastest. I want to be the strongest. I want to be the best at this. Even in the military, the same thing. I went out on all the stuff full bore and didn't care. And I ended up with these discs that give me all this trouble. So if I could have gone and done anything, if you guys are out there working, you gals are out there working and doing things, take care of your body physically that way too. Don't damage it and end up, like where I'm at, where it's constant pain. I won't get on pills or anything like that. They always want to, when I go to the doctors, and oh man, we should put you on some pills at least to get you over this, cause I'll throw my back out and end up in the hospital or whatever, but they'll want to give me Norcos or, all that kind of crap. And I just, no, I'm not going to get on that stuff. So I just bear through it, get some chiropractic help, and then just try and do everything I can to keep the pain relieved. But, again, if looking back, I go, man, I remember all those stupid things I did, all those things I picked up, all that stuff I shouldn't have done, jumping off of these things and jumping down into that pit and doing all this other crap, putting this on my shoulder, and, would have never done all that stuff had I known the pain I was going to go through later on in life. So take care of your bodies, take care of your health, because eventually you're going to want to do something good with those gains, and you're going to want to, be physically able to do something with those gains.
And I think, RG, what's good about that is I think there's a great segue pivot that I want to share with everybody, word of wisdom, right? Coming from Africa. I think what's important here also is this is why we talk about building wealth. It's so important because sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, right? Like I know a lot of people that had to do a lot of physical activities or driving crazy hours, from truck driver, Uber, this and that. My dad, business back home, he built roads. I used to see him just 2 months out of the entire year. I mean, beat the guy's just driving up and he had hip surgery twice because too much driving, right? It's like, you know what I mean? Because we make the road and sort of stuff. But what I've learned from him, another cool part of wisdom, he says, son, you got about 30 to 35 strong, productive years. And he was a go-getter, wake up 5 a.m, all that cool stuff. So make sure you don't make that go to waste. Make sure when you invest that, it compounds, it's going to give you the return because you're going to sink your teeth into something. You're going to be able to work crazy hours like no tomorrow, 2 hours of sleep. Your body just on and on and on and on and on. But it doesn't matter who you are. You get about 30 to 35 years after that. is cruise control, maintenance, and then retire. So you want to make sure for whatever you decide to put your energy into, that you don't let that go to waste, right? That you reinvest, that you make sure that money grows. Like I'm the perfect fruit of that labor, right? That's how I was able to come here, go to school, all this other stuff. Money had to come from somewhere. So although he's sitting there, his back hurt a little bit, he had, 2 surgery, he came here in Boston, whatever. Everything's cool now. Now he's just sitting happy, proud, his sons and daughters are doing great. But that was it. That was his sacrifice. But he knew what the move was. Imagine he spent all this time and then wasted it and didn't build the wealth or didn't reinvest it. That's when you're going to regret. And this is the thing that I'm the most happy about Hex is you got that vehicle that you can build wealth with, let it grow. So the original investment, number one, doesn't lose via inflation, because that's why we're all in crypto, right? And number two, delay that instant gratification, allow you to stack, because building wealth 101 before the crazy staking reward is simply not living above your means, right? Making sure you spend less than what you earn, put some away, let it grow. Even the old school way, when our parents or grandparents were only getting 10% way back when, which turns out to a lot, it was all about that methodology, right? Put the money away, pay yourself first, those kind of things before you do anything else, so you can see it grow. And I think that is the biggest servitude you can do for your health, because to be realistic, no matter how healthy we're trying to eat and stuff, at some point you're going to have to do physical work for something in order to generate, because that's the world we live in. Right. But make sure that physical work does not go to waste. That's why I preach a lot the 5-5-5. I don't care if you do 10 hex, 1 heart. I don't care. Put it away. Make time work for you, so that when you get to the retirement age or whatever, or even sooner, some of you guys younger. I mean, I'm only 30. I think I'm young, but it's like so that you get to actually enjoy the wealth, right? That you have what RG is talking about, the good health habits, but that you build enough wealth so that you can enjoy yourself in your retirement. Not being like semi-healthy, but then like some of those people that we know, that we see that works in the Walmart and this and that, which is nothing bad, but they shouldn't be doing that when they're 7 years old. They should be retired. They should be enjoying a little bit of the fruit of their labor. And I think this is very, very important. Pay yourself first. Pay your future self. Don't go for that quick buck. I know it sounds really tempting, but that's my advice here. So.
Papa Boner said, "Son, you have about 50 years before your enlarged prostate wakes you up to pee every 3 hours. Enjoy your pee flowing out."
See, the wisdom's coming out. Jesus Christ. I mean, the funniest thing too, right? Another thing that I like, if we're just talking purely health, right? Another thing that I like to do is I like supplements, like health nutrition supplements, enzymes based, no medicine and like that. Just again, we're talking vitamins, we're talking all those things just to help you. But ultimately, it's playing that game where, like Richard talks about, make time work for you. That's what all the very super wealthy people do at the end of the day. Just that alone will allow you to enjoy the rest of your health when you cross, 50 plus all the way to 65. That's the biggest takeaway. And you get to enjoy times with your family, grandkids, if you have any, things like that. That just makes you happy. And all of a sudden, you get that vitality. You're running around. You're doing all your hobbies. You're 80 years old, and you're still kicking in. It's just because you're just high on life. That's the key. Instead of doing something you hate, just because you got the fear of, I'm going to pay my bills today, clipping coupons, my prescription. We all know somebody or friends that has that, and that's not life. That's surviving, and that's going to mess up your mind even worse.
DC, where did you get that thing?
The suit?
Yeah, that.
Where did I get it from?
The NASA suit?
I think I found it at Target. Actually,
you did? They sell it out over there?
I just found it. I was like, "Whoa!" I took it right off the rack.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. So, all right.
RG, I like your attempt earlier today explaining and breaking things down to that girl. That was cool. I was like, oh my God, if you guys mess this up, I'm about to because I checked it out and I was like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. And then she has like, 1,500, 1,700 subscribers on Twitter. And then in her group, she has other girls that have like 3,000 subscribers. So I'm like, dude, you guys better not mess this up.
Yeah, well, she contacted us and said, hey, I want to come on the stream. I was like, really?
Nice.
No, we don't usually have women coming to us and saying, hey, I want to come on the stream. So it was like, okay, sure. This must be a plant. She's going to freaking, Tone must have sent her over here to come wreck the stream or something. So
but she was so genuine. That was cool. I like people that are curious, that want to learn.
She's curious. She's young. She wants to learn. Yeah, she's a smart gal, and she is going to be very successful. That's for damn sure. And she just got $10,000 worth of hex tonight for free.
Amen. Listen, again, it's like creating your own luck, right? You know what I mean? They have this definition that I always say: luck is opportunity meets preparation, right? So he literally came and knocked on the door. She saw something kind of special. Say, hey, you know what? Let me put myself out there. What again, shoot your shot. What do you have to lose? And then boom, Ski Cat happened to be here. Next thing you know, it's like, no, but watch. Once she comes back, and then we're gonna talk to her friends too. I think that's gonna be great. And then the fact that they're young is very good, because that will be the perfect vehicle. We're talking about like you're building, savings for the future. And who knows, maybe in some distant future, we're gonna be able to have some way of, I just can't wait for that time where, just like how we was talking about way back when with Funding Jim, about how you can borrow money against your equity or against your, your wealth, like taking a loan without having to sell any hex. Dude, I can't wait for that. That's going to be, I think as we get bigger and bigger, which we will, so no doubt in my mind, when we steady top 5 plus, just like some of those blockchain type whatever services where they'll take your crypto and then as a collateral or whatever, it's just a matter of time when we become like top 5 solid. Dude, we're either gonna be part of that, they're just gonna want to list us the same way where, I don't know if you guys saw the memo, but even Coinbase, just like Gemini, they're listing Uniswap already on the exchange, which means more money is gonna come to DeFi. I posted on the Telegram earlier today. Grayscale is doing a big stock split, 1-for-9 for their Ethereum fund. That means it's gonna bring so much more liquidity in, because all the investors are gonna get 9 for basically they're doing the Tesla move, so they can lower the share per price, and then they're gonna keep pumping more and more billions into it. So all of that is gonna help us, and in the future, you own your own wallet. The community, the contract is like the bank. Everything is all trustless. And then you can literally come and place your thing, borrow money against it, never have to go back to fiat. Just imagine that. Okay, Kareem is selling you guys another dream. Okay, all right. Maybe you got like some some thousands of shares out there, and then maybe you just come in and you plug in your wallet, and then the system sees it, and then you let you borrow some money. Who knows? But I'm just saying, it's bright. There's so many things that we can do just so that you can avoid that taxable event legally. Because that's what all the wealthy people do. Shit. They do that with their gold. They do that with their equity. They do that with a bunch of stuff. Like Elon Musk, that's why he doesn't have to sell anything. Second richest guy, right? Tesla just keeps going up. Net worth keeps going up. And then they know he's good for it, so they'll let him borrow the money.
So Hex is probably not going to be added to like a centralized lender. But more than likely, the first one will probably be ever added to is probably like something like Aave, which is decentralized. Which is fine. We just got to be a little bit. You've always got to be a little bit more careful in terms of choosing the lower like a 25% LTV or something, so less chance of losing your hex and stuff if you are borrowing on your hex.
Absolutely. Hey, who knows? Maybe the community will just come up with it with its own version. Who knows? Of course. I think the good news is that because we have seen it many times, right? As we keep moving up the ranking, I think that's the key, and then staying there. That's what I was saying on the other live stream, right? True Hex can understand that. It's about price stability. So I don't care where we are as long as it's stable. So as we continue to rise over the next 2-3 years, another big run. I mean, because now with the circulation supply, dude, if we just go back to 1 cent, we're like easily top 5.
Yeah.
Right.
Like that's what people don't understand. We're at 2.5 billion right now market cap, and then we're like a 4. So if we just do a little 3x move, that's 7.5. That's like literally right behind Tether, which doesn't really count. It's not really a cryptocurrency, but we'll be top. We'll be behind Ripple just by going to like 1 cent right now. So to me, that's very, very juicy. Now, of course, we don't want, I like what Richard said, we want that steady growth. We don't want no pump and dump crap. We want something, we want to get there and stay there. That will be the ideal. And then as again, the marshmallow effect, you know, by March, when a lot of that tokens start to unstake, and then less and less is in the short term and more going to the long term, that's going to create some, you know, short liquidity that's going to help the price to appreciate faster and easier. So I'm just, again, looking at the future. It's going to be great. We just need to be up there, top 5. Everybody sees us consistently, household name. You know what I mean? 2022, we run the place, man. We run the place.
Hey, Scotty.
On Discord Syndicate.
It's Kareem Syndicate now. When you come on, I'm just going to change the name. It's going to be Kareem Syndicate. Yes. We're just going to sit here.
Put your dreamer hat on.
Let you go. Hey, thanks. Thanks. Scotty does. Oh man, does know. Scotty does know.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Scotty does know. Just donated Ninja Guinea. Great work, guys. Love all that you bring to the community. Great interview with Crypty. Yeah, it was a great interview with Crypty. She got 2.5 million hex, and she asked some great questions for somebody who said that she was new. She asked some really great questions. Hey, in honor of Ski Cat giving 2.5 million, I'm going to put another 1,000 lemons in the chest for you guys. He's so generous. We need to be generous. So
yeah, we had a little lemon war earlier. I was out there, you know. That was pretty cool.
They said. What'd they say? They said Ross Hex at RG3 checking out the chat when Kareem's info goes over his head. Yeah, lemon fight. Yeah, you bastards. You bastards.
Oh, by the way, ask anybody if they have any questions. Maybe we can tackle that, and then hopefully some of you guys.
Does anybody need to ask you a question, Kareem? Does anybody really need to ask you a question?
I don't know. I'm just sharing.
I don't think so. I think that
I just hope that everybody by now has at least created for themselves a dream account. If you guys all did at least that, you know.
So your dream account makes everybody's accounts look like a bad dream account. It's a fucking nightmare when you look at that. You put that up there, and everybody is like, "Oh, fucking deflate me, man!
RG,
you're bringing me down, bro. You're bringing me down."
Your own word. What happened to attitude of gratitude, huh? What happened to that?
Hey, you still when you look at something else and you go, oh man, look at that thing, man. Now that's a dream account. Now, if I was dreaming, that would be a dream account.
Well, RG, I can't wait. I helped make the top. People change their life. They cashing out thousands of dollars. What do you want from me? I gave the money fiat. Yeah, I got no Bitcoin, mind you. Literally, whoever came up with the adoption amplifier and all that stuff helped everybody, because I didn't really care about Bitcoin. It's too slow, whatever, and I was doing EOS and other stuff. So I had no Bitcoin, and literally I was like, well, this sounds good. How do I get into it? And boom, oh, Ethereum. Oh, there you go. And I just went in, and so it's like it's funny because it's like me saying to you, if I was there early or in December, oh my fucking God. God is my witness. If I'm not a fucking willing well by now, that would have been I would have just fucking So it's just, you know, but that's what's so great about Hex, because it does multi-purposes, and I'm playing the long-term game. So we're just doing some stupid math in a Hex Pro chat just for fun, like the dream account compounding 15 years, 60% APY. If that stays, okay, disclaimer.
Yeah,
if
that's crazy
in Hex, not counting dollars. 15 years from now, 32 billion hex. RG, I'm telling you, I'm taking you to 15-year stake. Like I said, you know, we're gonna be in the golden yacht by then. It's gonna be so good by then. With that kind of money, we're gonna buy some type of medicine that's gonna make us look younger or whatever. Or regenerate.
I need that shit now, man. I need that shit now.
It's just the power of time, man. The power of time.
Crypty just posted a video on Twitter of her crying of how like grateful she was for the Hex community.
Oh,
it was really nice. I was like, oh, that's cool.
You know what? I might go follow her just for fun. You know?
Yeah. No, she's cool. She's good.
No, she definitely is. I mean, see, and those are the things that sometimes you just can't fake it. You can see that again, that added to the grad. Like for me, it's one of the things where, like, dude, if you're just grateful, like, I'll do fucking anything almost. It's like, but if you're not, dude, I'll be the most stingiest person you ever met. I'll be like, dude, because I just hate that. Those people are just like, just want take, and like, you know what I mean? But if you're just grateful, dude, I'll give you money for free. I don't even care. It's just like good karma, you know?
I'm gonna put this on because she.
Oh, Joe Hexotic! Don't tell me you actually did that DM, bro.
What? Oh, come on! Did he really? No.
Bro. God damn, dude.
The thing about the pick thing that he talked about.
No, he's talking. Yeah, the pick.
Yeah. Hopefully he did not do it. What do you?
I'm gonna play her video.
It's probably joking. Yeah, it's probably joking.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna play this video for everybody.
He's like, I only showed Chode.
What?
He's like cocaine gang.
Okay. Oh.
Up on.
Oh, El Hexitente. Retrieve that. Okay, hold on. Let me go.
Hexadente.
Yes. It's her thing is Crypty girl. Okay. Let's see.
All right, hold on a second. Did I just do that? Did I really just do that? Let's see. Boom. So check this out.
RG, watch after this.
Oh, go ahead. Girl, I just got off the show Discourse Syndicate. It's a live stream for the Hex community. My hosts, RG3 and Dollar Cost Crypto, were both amazing gentlemen. While I was on the show, I was asking questions about Hex, learning more about it. This was my first time on. The Hexican community welcomed me with open arms. They were all extremely generous and supportive. While I was on the stream, sorry, I'm still emotional. While I was on the stream, they gifted me 2.5 million Hex. Ski Cat gifted me 2.5 million Hex. And I had to get off the stream early because I'm just overwhelmed with gratitude. And that means so much to me. Thank you so much, guys, for your generosity. I bawled my eyes out for maybe 7 minutes right after getting off, and I'm recovering now.
Oh, I just stopped, man. You let me cry too.
Don't have that much money to invest in cryptocurrency. Don't let my background fool you. I've worked hard with my savings to buy these panels and make a nice set and do my best to look presentable for the community. And that's just to educate new people about cryptocurrency. And I think it's going to do a lot of good for the world, as well as Hex, guys. Hex is not a scam. Hex is, you can think of it as like a certificate of deposit with amazing interest, amazing. And
dude, this testimonial is gold. This is gold.
You guys should look into it. These people are amazing. They're good. Thank you guys so much.
Freaking A, man.
Man, on a live stream. That's not cool, bro. Why are you doing this to me? Ah, man. Wow, dude, you can't fake this, dude. Like, we're the fucking best community. You guys rock, man. Shit, I'm buying more on Friday, by the way.
Take that, idiots, you crypto idiots out there. Take that.
And you see what I like about this is that the haters, they can't fake that. The haters, they don't give free money. We do. You see that? That's another thing they're going to be able to say, like, listen, this is next level. Because they're talking crap. They're lying about us. We do the opposite of what they're saying. And on top of that, we're more generous than they ever been. And more welcoming. So it blows my mind, dude.
I'll bet you Discourse Syndicate is giving away more in lemons than most of those other crypto influencers have ever given to any of their freaking followers.
That's for damn.
Tell me about it. Yeah. The only freaking time they thinking about giving something free, here's the fucking joke. It's not even their money, number one, and they're sending you to the meat grinder. Like, how funny is that? So you get the thing, but you can't use the thing until you trade, and then when you trade, you lose your money. Like, it just blows my mind.
She made me feel so good. Here's another 1,000 of lemons, guys.
Yeah, dude, that was the moment of the night. I saw that and I was like, yo, I need to hop on stream, hang out. So, but yeah, dude, that's what this is about, man. Community of real people.
Yep, it doesn't get no better than that. Doesn't get any better than that. What an awesome night, man! What an awesome night.
And that Hex is gonna be over a penny before the end of December.
I think so. I think so.
V-shaped recovery, baby.
Yeah.
We're using the Donald's words, Just kidding. But either way, I mean, listen, I'm just remember true accumulation never ends, and I'm just happy that again I'm grateful for the community, grateful for something that works. I mean, how funny is that, right? Something that works. That you don't have to worry about being scammed. That's crazy. That's just like I feel like we won. Like, imagine back in the day going.
No, we did. We did win. We did win.
It's like imagine back in the day going project after project, looking, and I'm gonna lose my money here. Is this guy's gonna do what he says he's gonna do, or this or that? The fuck, dude, I've seen it all, man. Even though I've only been there since 2017, but like the biggest for me that gave me a similar feeling, community, because the community was good. It was the EOS because I met the people. I went to the B1 lunch and everything, and then they fucking just flaked on us. That whole again, we knew what we were buying. I'm not saying that no salty feelings, but it's like what was intended to be done with the money was not done with the money. And now those idiots, they went by and bought a bunch of Bitcoins, and they're one of the biggest wallets. How ironic, right? It's funny with the community's money, $4 fucking billion.
Crypto doesn't. Guys. Crypto's never seen anything like Hex. They've never seen anything like Richard. They've never seen anything like us. They've never seen anything like what's going to happen. We're going to change crypto. You watch. We're going to change crypto. It's coming. We already have. It's just they got to catch up to us now. We've already changed it because this is it. Our community is it. This is what crypto is supposed to be: an immutable contract that does something good. That people can put their hard-earned crypto money into Hex and actually do something good with it, and it can be safe. Safe. Crypto is safe as Hex.
No middleman.
No middleman. No nothing. No risk. No risk whatsoever. You're your own custodian. The only way that you can get wrecked in your Hex is by dumping it when it goes low and buying it when it goes high, or hitting that emergency end stake button at the wrong time. That's the only way you can get wrecked.
Or
losing control. Losing your seed words or whatever. I mean, that's it. But that's the dangers of crypto. Period. But that's on you. That's your control. All of those things are under your control. It's the only crypto where everything that you can get wrecked on is under your control. And that's good for crypto. And then we have a community like we got a Hexo, we got freaking our show, we've got the people that come in and out, we got generous people, we've got freaking YouTubers galore putting out amazing content. It's just all of them putting out amazing content now. I mean, it's just.
And RG, another very important thing that it has to be said over and over and over again, dude. Shout out to Richard once again. The foresight, like we launched on the right network. I mean, you talking fucking from the network effect perspective. The fact that eventually Ethereum is going to scale. So I was a little bit happy that the thing didn't go without a hitch. So that at least shows a good thing for the future. That is going to be huge. And then that article that I read today with Grayscale, I mean, Grayscale is only talking about two things: Bitcoin, and besides that, it's only Ethereum for the most part. I mean, you heard the rumor about the other stuff, but the massive stash, even the people like Raoul Paul that was saying that, big investor, that he's selling all his gold and buying crypto, he's buying Bitcoin and Ether. Just that alone, it's going to pump. And then when that Ether get into the DeFi world space, and then they start to do their research, because first they're going to buy the Ethereum first, fill up the bag, and then they're going to be like, okay, we have all this Ethereum on our hands. What can we do, right? And when they start looking, which is going to happen over the next few years, dude, we're the best shit out there. It's a no-brainer. Even the people like the BlockFi that they one of the trusted, they invest into a space and then they pay interest to people. They're gonna start be like, wait a minute, we can take the money from the investor, use it for Hex, make 40% API, 50% API, and then pay the investment 9-10%. You see what I mean? They're gonna start looking and they're gonna see like, wait a minute, we can start flipping money here, paying the investors back their money plus interest, and then going into a safe project inside the DeFi space. And I think we're going to be a big winner for that. So we just need to constantly be stable, growing the community organically, no pump and dump shit. Dude,
that's one thing I don't understand is with all these people in crypto that we have that are TA experts. I mean, they all know TA.
expert?
All know
Yeah,
TA.
right, dude. Come on.
But they all know TA. They all sit there and all day long they TA. But if you look at the hex chart, it's the most amazing TA on the fucking planet. It's amazing. I mean, if you're somebody that was into TA and you wanted to show somebody an amazing chart, hex would be your model chart to show them.
Up and to the right.
The whole thing, you know? And it's funny, like it's so funny that like freaking dipshit Peter McCormick. What a stupid motherfucker you are, dude. You're so right.
When you see for people like him, this is when you see it's very disingenuous because there's a lot of malice. There's a lot of like the reasoning is flawed. It's just personal attacks and character.
I mean, he took a piece of the chart. You know, he took a piece of the chart that shows a dip. You know, the biggest pump and dip that we had on Big Pay, which everybody knew was going to happen. Everybody saw what was coming. I mean, it was like you're going to see that, period. And so he takes a picture of that, minusing the rest of the chart, and puts it out there for everybody to look at like,
he thinks he's smart.
Richard.
He's just hanging himself every time he does that. He's just so.
Those of you who followed Richard, why were you all so dumb to have done that? I mean, it's just, it's insanity. It's
and watch how every year is going to get more and more salty as the price keeps going up. It's going to be epic to watch. It's going to you watch. I got videos coming, man. It's going to be crazy.
Another one bites the dust.
I got videos you haven't even seen yet. If you thought I was hyper, wait until we cross that one set again.
I don't know if I can handle it, Kareem. I don't know if I could take it. I don't know if I can handle it. You might put me over on a big one, man. Wheezy, I'm coming. It's the big one, Wheezy.
I'll give you the slow version then.
Okay, there you go. I'll play it at half speed or whatever. I put it on 1.5 and my head will explode, right?
Exactly.
Oh, I'm just waiting for a Doug Polk Hex video. That would be
cool.
Awesome. That would be. I love Doug Polk, man. I love that guy. He was. I wish he wouldn't have bailed, but you know what? I think he's smart. You know, I think that it was time. He saw the writing on the wall, and I'm glad that he's not one of them that's part of all this stuff because I really like that guy, and he's solid. He had a great show. He was funny. He just had a good way of presenting himself, and I'm glad that crypto didn't wreck him because all the other ones are wrecked now. They're all wrecked, promoting all this bullshit that just happened, and you know, and then screaming for this pump, and you know, I mean. And then trying to freaking FUD hex all the death. I mean, they've all done it. They've all played into this thing, and they're all looking like damn fools. You know, they're all looking like damn fools.
That's why time is the greatest equalizer. You know what I mean? Whatever you said on some stuff, we can just fact check and be like, look at that. We're still here.
Yeah. Hex Karma, you're right. Polk is a crypto burnout, and he'd be perfect for Hex because that's what I am. I'm a crypto burnout. I was burned out on crypto, man. I thought that you guys were fucking scammers. I mean, I knew you guys were
think about it. That's a great meme about Hex where you were just about to give up and then he comes and he stays you. This is great. That's just a great meme. We found shelter.
Doug Polk is a condescending piece of trash. I love him too. Yeah.
Hey.
So anyway, all right, guys. I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna there's a guy on I know that we've seen him before, but did he leave? No, he's there. So we're gonna drop a raid on Gives a Minute and go say hi to him.
He's a cool guy, dude.
Cool Gives a Minute is very cool, and so I'm gonna throw him on. Oh, let me give away the chest first. See, I said it before you guys even said it, you fuckers. You fuckers.
They're like arguing with my lemons.
Let's see. Release the chesticle. The chesticle. Nice stream. I'll be watching the replay. Missed most of it. Yeah,
Yeah,
Ross. Here,
no.
everybody, stick around and go drop some love on. Gives a minute here. Let me release the chest real quick here. Let's see here.
Another one bites the dust. Another one.
Here we go. 3.2 thousand lemons, guys. 3.2 thousand lemons. And thanks once again to Ski Cat for making it an awesome stream and dropping on us and dropping on our what was her name?
Crypty.
Crypty. Appreciate you, man. You're changing people's lives. I mean, doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You're changing people's lives, and you're supporting a community that deserves to be supported. So you're an awesome part of our community. Papa Boner got 506 lemons. A motley investor who doesn't deserve one of them got 291 lemons. Seth Mendoza 210 lemons. Cookie Boys 167. Cookie Boys got kind of trashed on our last stream, man. He was there drinking that bottle of what was it? He had a bottle of
wait, hold on. Quick shout out. Cookie Boy is the one with the tattoo, right? The hex tattoo?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah, ask the chat because I saw on the Telegram today.
Cookie Boy, you get a tattoo?
You got a tattoo of hex tattoo, bro?
Because I see Cookie Boys on the arm that was showing.
Huh? I don't know.
The X logo.
Colin Alexander got 140 lemons. Yeah. Right on. And you're all welcome. Oh, Bombay. Yeah, that's what it was. He was getting Bombay. That's for sure.
Bombay.
Him and Chill. He's getting plowed, and the more and more he drank, the more and more his mouth fucking kept running, and he wouldn't shut up. And then Children of the Grave, who's like nonstop in the chat room, just sitting there going, "What the fuck, man?"
Oh boy,
he was just sitting there like fucking with somebody stole his tongue and shit. All right, guys, freaking love all you bastards, you dirty freaking pirates. Let me see if I can. Let's go drop a quick host on our raid on our buddy here. Give us a minute.
Yeah. And I'm trying to be potentially here on Friday for the effing hangout. So
see you guys all on Friday for the effing hangout. Now go raid this fucking ship and plunder it, or
all right, great,
whatever. Let's see. Don't say anything bad, guys, because we're still.